Thank you, sir. Hey, look at there. He's back to max. All right, let's check the stream. Can you hear me now? Check the stream. Can you hear me now? I heard sound coming through. I heard sound coming through the stream, so I'm a happy guy. We'll be officially going live in approximately 2 minutes. So get while the getting's good.
All right, I'm going to go refresh my drink. I'll be right back.
Roger that. Woot woot. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest 21 Shots. I am Sean, your alleged host, your DM of choice. or the only DM that's gaming on this channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight on a Monday night. We know that you could be just about anywhere but here, but you chose to hang out with us, at least listening, or at least passing through to check on us to make sure we're still alive and well, which we are. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an old hand, welcome back. If you did not already know, we're here every Monday night from 7:30 to 11:30-ish, give or take, depending on how us old people feel as our bones start to creak into the wee hours of the night. Normally the game stops around 11 or so, a little after 11, something like that, and then we just kind of hang out for a little while. But we hope you'll stay with us through the whole show. We got a good thing going on here in the Barrier Peaks. If you've been following the stream, you know that our party has been trying to find their way out of this place. Well, technically they haven't really been trying to find their way out, but they've decided that, you know what, they're tired of hourless or endless hours of combat with the Vegapygmy, so they went down to the next level, which they had a little bit of familiarity with, and now they're actively telling me that they're gonna seek to get the hell out of Dodge. But before all that, if you have not clicked that like or follow or whatever it is that they do on Twitch, please do so. Hit the little bell thingy so that you get alerts. You can also get alerts from our Twitter feed if you do !socials. Again, that's !socials. You can find every place that we hang out. Our Discord, our YouTube channel, our Twitter, you name it, it's on there. And it also has a link to our Greyhawk Creatives team page, which if you're a Greyhawk fan, which all of our games are in Greyhawk, there's a lot of other content providers out there that do a lot of great stuff with the world of Greyhawk. And that's all collected under one umbrella for your convenience. So you don't even have to search the interwebs. You just click !socials, click on that link, and it'll take you right to that page, and it'll show you all the cool content providers out there that you can go follow and give your support to, because there's a lot of really, really good folks. But be that as it may, we welcome you to tonight's episode. If you like 5e gaming, we also have a 5e stream every other Friday. It also is in the world of Greyhawk. That group is currently in the Lost Caverns of Judge Canth. If you know, that is another classic adventure. That's kind of my shtick, my thing. I like to take people through some of those old classic adventures that maybe they didn't get a chance to, or for some old grognards like myself that have been through them, they get an opportunity to go through them again, relive those experiences of the early day games and stuff like that. So we do have some original content here or there, but my favorite thing is just to queue up some of these classic adventures and let's go at it. So that's what we're doing here with the Barrier Peaks. It's kind of what I'm doing with my 5e game, although I've sort of woven those classic adventures into kind of a storyline, an overarching storyline. So it's actually been pretty cool. So I encourage you to check us out. We do stream this coming Friday. It is our on week, as we call it. Like I said, that 5e streams every other week. Don't forget to get your Nat 1s, your Nat 20s in early. If you follow the stream, you know that you earn tokens. Any Twitch stream that you follow, you know you can earn tokens. Whatever they call them, doesn't matter. They are, in fact, tokens. But here you can trade those in for natural 1s or natural 20s. All you have to do is click the little icon that'll pop up the window. You select which one you want. You expend those tokens, but then let us know who it's for. So whether it's for a specific party member or your humble DM, I am always willing and able to accept such donations. I would not want to deny you the opportunity to give your DM a little helping hand to keep the players in check. So I would encourage you to get those in early, because those are only good per the stream. So at the end of every stream, those Nat 1s and Nat 20s tend to go away unless there's some extenuating circumstance like the party didn't get an opportunity to use them during the stream or something. But for the most part, they do end at the end of the stream. However, if you want to help support the stream, as a reminder, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can give a player of your choice a +1 to his dice roll. And that +1 can go up or down. So it's technically a plus or -1, but they get 1 point for every 100 bits. You just let us know who it's for, and we will keep track of those. And as we speak currently, I have a +1 available. Deglin, you still have a +1 available. Baron has a +5 and a +4 available. Ronnie, you're shit out of luck. You got nothing left, sir. Varys has a +2 and Zadkiel has a +5. So, as I said, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can give a bonus point to the player of your choice. And those do carry over from stream to stream because if you're going to spend money to help support the stream, I would not deny the player the ability to keep those in their pocket for whenever they want. And some of these points have been out there for a while, so our players are hoarding them and using them judiciously as the time arises. So anyway, so I encourage you to do that. One thing that I am going to do tonight in honor of the Pittsburgh Steelers' victory last night, I am going to allow our players to trade in their tokens for Nat 1s and or Nat 20s, a maximum of 2 of them, and they cannot be given to themselves. So, players, if you have tokens and you're out on the stream and you would like to trade in some tokens, you can trade up to 2. That means 2 Nat 1s, 2 Nat 20s, or a Nat 1 and a Nat 20 combination, however you want. You just donate it, trade your tokens in, and just tell me who it's going to, and we will make sure we get those on the board because currently our slate is clean. So as we go through players, just make sure you let me know if you're donating, who you're donating them to, and we'll get that taken care of. So
I'm donating and gave Ronnie a Net 20 and our player a Net 20.
all right, so Deglin and Ronnie both have Nat 20s to start the game, so good to go.
And Varys.
Who gave one to Varys? Oh,
Ronnie.
I see that. Ronnie gave one to Varys. Okay. All right, Deglin, I see you traded in. Who do you want to give to?
Monkey hasn't got one.
Nope. Okay, so Monkey now has a Nat 20 as well.
I gave another one to Varys DM for those backstabs.
Gotcha. All right, so Monkey, who did you give yours to? You got 2 that you donated, I see.
To the DM.
Oh, both of them?
No, DM as in the deadly master thief.
Oh,
and one to a Gear Son's character.
All right. Deglin's got 2 as well. All right, I dig it. All right, see how that works? So easy peasy. Just go out there, trade your tokens in, and you guys can help the party out. So, with that being said, I think that's everything that we need to talk about. Yeah, I do encourage you guys to go check out our team page though, because there's a lot of good content out there. Lord, there's Greyhawk Cons coming up here in the next couple weeks. So if you guys haven't heard or seen of that, I encourage you to check that out. Probably get more information off Lord Kazuma's page. I don't have a lot of that information, so I'm not gaming in it this year. So I'm kind of out of the loop, and I haven't been onto the Discord channel in a while, at least not regularly. So, but yeah, go check them out. And with that said, like I explained when we first arrived, our party has been working their way through this mysterious cave complex, which they have discovered is actually a vessel that apparently came from outer space ages and ages ago. And as I zoom out onto the map, hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, it looks like you can see it all. As I zoom out on the map, you guys can see that it's circular in shape and design, much like the Death Star. That's the way I call it. Looks like sort of a half-built Death Star. But this is all the area that they have searched thus far on this level. This level that they're on is some kind of a maintenance or machinery level. And party members, as you recall, you guys had just were finishing up a a long rest. Baron has the last watch, and as you guys were all sort of coming out of your sleep, he cried out and started grabbing his skull in pain, as if there was some. He explained it as it's like somebody took a massive spear and just jammed it into his brain. Um, Gave him a little bit of nauseousness and vertigo, where he sort of stood up and stumbled into the wall and sort of to brace himself and stuff like that, but then shook it off, saying that he was able to repel whatever this strange psychic attack was on him. But that is where we left off last session, and that is where we will begin tonight's session. Last thing before I forget, I saw most of you did, but if you have not already applied your experience, make sure you open up your character sheet, go to the details, and go down to apply experience. Everybody should be getting like 3,000, I think it was. So if you have not already done that, I encourage you to please go ahead and apply your experience to your character. But as I said, as you guys sort of wake up to I don't want to say screaming, but sort of crying out in pain, magic user, as he sort of slumps against the wall to sort of brace himself, looking around kind of wildly. He's like, what was that? What happened? And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's game.
DM, I'm gonna look him over and just see if I can't find like a bug or anything on him that might be affecting him.
Okay, go ahead and give me a not even a search check. You don't even need that. Just as you look him over, he looks like he's sort of ashen looking, right? His face is kind of white in color, as if he's in pain, but he's like coming back to his senses. He says that, and you don't find anything. You don't see any strange markings on him. You don't see any bugs or critters that you can see on him. But he just says that it was like something pierced into his brain, as if it was trying to split his brain open. And he's like, I've heard of people and creatures that are able to psychically attack others from a distance with great mind powers of the mind, although I've never experienced it myself. My studies sort of told me that, and that's kind of what I felt, as if somebody was trying to pierce my brain and control me from a distance.
Is my Wyvern watch still working?
No, the Wyvern watch has. Well, it's how long was it?
I think it was supposed to be like 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah, because it's right. It was. Yeah, it's like per level, 8 per level, or is it like?
No, it's like 1 turn or 1 hour.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so you're like 9 hours, right? So it's still up, although it did not detect anything. So whatever attacked or dim, it was outside its range or something like that.
But he's feeling fine now. There's nothing.
Yeah, he's sort of.
Paladin, maybe detect evil and see if he sense anything local.
Okay. All right, I detect evil.
Okay. So you definitely detect malevolent force somewhere, um, and then it sort of disappears and fades away.
Remember the gem of seeds?
I just saw something.
So, Ronnie, you weren't sure, but you
Yeah.
swear you saw a massive brain-looking thing standing on claws, and it suddenly faded away.
Yeah, I point the guys wherever I think I saw it, which I think might have been north.
Right.
I'm like, I saw a brain on claws, maybe.
I look at his pipe to see what's in it.
Herbal
Right.
remedies.
Herbal remedies it is. What
Tell
the
Burley to
gem
stay
of
close.
the gem of seeing?
Yeah.
That's only well. Give me the description of it again, because I can't remember everything that it can or cannot see.
Let me go back.
DM, I'm gonna have my blaster pistol out just in case. I'm gonna see that thing. I'm gonna blast it till next week.
Roger that.
One of these finely cut and polished stones is normally indistinguishable, blah, blah, blah. Although a detect magic will reveal it's a mirror. When gazed through, the gem of seeing enables the user to detect all hidden, illusionary, invisible, astral, ethereal, or out of phase things within viewing range.
Okay, and the range
Ah.
is
Peering through the crystal is time consuming to blah blah blah. Gems looks like 300 feet for a cursory scan.
okay. As you
And
scan, you can see lurking over behind this pole, right at the corner. You see it's sort of like looking through heated air as it's sort of like wavy. It's not on this plane, wherever it is. You can see this creature. It sort of moves and moves back as if it's sort of checking you guys out. But it is it's exactly what Ronnie described. It looks like a massive brain with 4 legs that end in massive claws.
You should
holy
buy some
crap.
bolts.
Yeah, the only one that can see it is Deglin, because he's looking
Oh.
through the gem.
I'll point it out to everybody and then show them through the gem, like over there.
And I kind of look. And you said it was a pole.
No, there's a pole. These stanchions are
Oh,
are
okay, gotcha.
yeah, but
Make
it's
sure it wasn't dancing on the pole. Just make
Well,
No.
I came only came 3 reference. That's all I'll say.
Or what?
But
what-
that's not a game.
oh,
Yeah. And it poof disappears into the darkness as you guys are looking.
In other words, I know where it is. My hand's safe.
Yeah. Did you not see the movie?
But oh boy. I make a frowny face. And I know Maris doesn't know what it is, but he might know of it being an elf. And the animosity of that race.
Um,
And the link to
give me an intelligence check, Varys.
Alright. Let's see if I make this. Intelligence isn't terrible, but come on! What? Oh, it's stupid. It has that jump to bottom thing.
Eh.
Refreshing my-
Oh, I know. I meant to fix that. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't let me roll the die.
Yeah.
So bear with me as I refresh. Alright. Let's try this. Hey, that one. Man.
Yeah. You have heard of these deadly creatures. They were some sort of a abomination created by ancient evil wizards to basically hunt down and destroy their enemies. They don't look like much, but they are impervious to almost every known form of attack. And they are evil to the core. Evil to the point that spells that repel evil tend to keep them at bay. That's how much evil is in them. But like I said, the big thing is magic can harm them, but very little magic can harm them.
Well, I will share this now. Can I name them?
Yeah, you can definitely.
So, intellect devourers, and they're super nasty, super evil, nearly impervious to most types of attack, except magic. Magic that protects from evil works really well because they are so evil that it will probably repel them and keep them at bay. So, Paladin, it's all yours, buddy.
I've got a protection from
Oh,
evil scroll we can,
yeah.
but
And,
that's
and, and I can I can try to backstab it, but it might sense me coming. So you're gonna have to keep it busy.
Well, like I said, I got my blaster out, DM, and I told the bear to stay close.
That might work on it. I don't know. We know it works on most things. So I have one that I really need to learn how to use.
So as I said, while you were sort of looking, it disappeared into the darkness, out of sight behind all of
up
the.
here, up here somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it disappeared up in behind, so you're not sure where it's at because you can't see because of the drop tube, as well
Yeah.
as the various stanchions and stuff like that.
And this is the one that was working that we came down on.
Yes, that one does have the weightlessness, if you will.
Yeah, and we're gonna try and go down, right?
That was the
So
plan, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, so we can try and get out of here. That thing's probably gonna follow us and mess with us some more. Because we know there wasn't anything else alive up here. So
Well, we
because
could
they were,
probably kill it instead of having it follow us and then attack us if when we might
yeah.
be engaged with something else.
Well, we gotta get it and come out. Somebody want to be bait?
not really. I had an idea. What if we set up an ambush? Like, we take
Uh,
we take the elevator thing tunnel
it
down.
might be observing us though,
That's true. But
because it's on another plane. So
if we take the things down to the next level and then wait for it at the next level, it has to come down and come out at least one specific place. And at that specific
well,
place, then we can focus all our attacks on that one area.
yeah, we can try that, but if it's on another plane, it can probably just come in, come in and out like sometimes undead, like like that ghost on the tower and stuff.
Uh,
Well, it seems like it may have already liked one guy. Maybe we just ask him to go stand right over there somewhere, and then we're all ready
You
to
mean
unload.
that main fellow? Yeah, they might want him.
we're gonna use them as bait, human bait.
Absolutely.
But
It worked on the Viet Cong.
Oh. Okay. No, that's not. That's not. We gotta put some. I can put a protection from evil circle from that scroll, onto the ground and stand him in the middle of it, and therefore, if it's evil, it won't be able to get him. And then once we see it try to attack him, then we'll be able to attack it.
Well, the circle might repel it enough that it might not bother. But it might try to attack one of us.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So either way, it will probably show up.
Baron's like, I just say if we're trying to get out of here, I don't even want to waste our time. If
Well, we
if
don't
if
want
the
it to
protection
stay.
if the protection from evil can protect us on our way out, so it can't attack us, just put the circle on something that moves with us and let's go, or put the circle by the entrance to the mine shaft as we're going down, so it can't get into there, and let's
That's
just
an
get out of
idea.
here. Let's just get out of here. I don't. We waste time trying to figure out how we're going to trap and kill this thing that you have already said is almost impervious to all attacks except for maybe some magic. You know, I don't have a warm fuzzy that I haven't spells that are powerful enough to affect it if that's true.
Well, we got magic weapons and we got the strange magic beam weapons. But you're probably right. It would probably be good just to look out and then we can let the king or whatever deal with it.
Right?
they,
Right?
they owe us enough gold as it is.
I am so happy to be defensive all the way out. I will be in complete defensive mode. I have webs galore. I have magic missiles. I can be complete defensive mode if you can just please get me out of this place.
Well, I can do the protection from evil, but it's only going to last about 27 rounds.
Well, let's save that and or
Yeah, if it attacks, then we
yeah.
can.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll use the Gemisine to get to the drop shaft.
yeah,
Make sure it's not anywhere near us, and then we get in the drop shaft and go down to the next level,
Yeah.
and hopefully it doesn't
Yep.
follow us.
and we know where to
The
go.
door's
We
on
gotta
this
go-
side, by the way.
Yeah, we gotta go south, east and south, because it's in the middle. Oh yeah, that's the toasty droid over here.
Yeah, he's the one that.
I'll wait for my friends to get their buttons here.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Yeah,
Damn,
keep an eye
colliding.
out, Paladin.
I keep colliding with things.
Yeah, it won't let me go past the doors.
What?
Mm.
There. Now you're past the doors.
We gotta trip on down.
We headed down then?
Down.
Yeah, we're going down because we want to go east and south to the main door. And hopefully we have a key that will just open it. We don't have to mess with anything and walk right out. Preferably when there's nothing else nearby. Because we don't want to inadvertently let out some horror.
DM, I think your Twitch feed is frozen.
Yeah, it's been frozen for a
Real?
little bit.
Really?
Ever
Just your
since I
camera.
cast heals.
It's looking okay on me when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it looks okay to me too.
Let me refresh.
My
Maybe your
camera is
You know what? I
frozen.
just hit on it and it just restarted when I hit like a play button.
That's weird. I was gonna say because I'm looking and when I'm looking at the stream, it looks like my camera's frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
camera's
but-
Yeah, your
frozen.
camera's frozen, but not your mouse.
Yeah. So give me just a second here. For some reason, it's not letting me drop everybody at once, so I have to drop everybody individually. Weird. Not sure why. Do this guy. All right. So you guys make your way into the drop tube. Yeah, sorry, give me a second. I don't know why I am going to unplug and restart my camera. I don't know if that's OBS or what. All right, give me a sec here. For some reason. All right, OBS. I'm going to switch, and then, yeah, my camera's not lit up. I don't know why. I have no idea what happened here, but my camera literally.
Perhaps somebody put a hex on you, DM.
I think so. I just have to go back and reconnect it in NVIDIA. Elgato.
Probably that magic user who's sleeping or whatever his deal is.
So now let me try to go back again and see if my camera picks back up. Here we go. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, I'm not really completely stressing it, but I am stressing it a little bit. Let me
You look like a flesh golem who's just
I know.
standing there.
I know. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. Properties. Elgato. And now let's go back to. I don't know what happened, but
working.
yeah,
It's
I
working
just
now.
yeah, I had to reset my camera. I don't know why it froze, but I apologize. It's a good thing that happened when it did because we're on a looks like there's an ad break going on out there. So okay, my apologies for that slight interruption as I tried to unshiza cinema my camera. So you guys all step into the drop tube and begin to you grab a hold of the moving ladderway or the ladder rungs. You grab a hold and it slowly begins to bring you guys down to whatever the next level is. And as you guys end, you find yourselves in the bottom of the drop tube, and there are two doors at the bottom, one to either side. Neither one of them has a color coding on them at all. But the yeah, Burley, do not be afraid. But yeah, so you can see there are two doors exiting. Well, like I said, the doors themselves are closed, but there are no.
Try,
And the
try the eastern door.
okay. As you open up the door, it's dark on the other side, but you can see that the entire floor before you is covered in vines that are growing up over a half wall over here. So what you can see is essentially this large platform, probably 20 to 25 feet wide, running left and right as far as you can see. But right here, you can see there's some sort of a half wall, and it drops on the other side. So it's like you're standing above a large garden, walking around the platform that circles the garden.
Balcony.
Yes, correct.
Well, hey Ronnie, this is your zone. We need to be able to get through all this and find a way south and east so we get out of here. You want to go out? first.
Well, I'm certainly interested in looking at those plants. DM, do those look like native Oerthian plants or foreign plants?
You're not really sure. It's pretty dark. There is no light here other than the light that you guys may have being given off.
I have information or whatever.
Yep.
So.
As you step out, Ronnie, you see that they are definitely not normal plants. And as you go to step, suddenly the vines along the floor sort of shudder and shake and move and begin to lash out at you and Burly Bear.
Well,
They must not know I'm a druid.
Obviously not.
That's funny. You don't look Druidish.
As we go into combat actions. Deglin, actions.
Hammer or not hammer. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mace.
Mace?
Yep.
All right, Varys, actions.
I'd like to turn invisible.
I'm assuming you're already invisible.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try and avoid being entangled
Okay.
and see if I can figure out where it's coming from.
Okay. Zadkill.
Yeah, I'm going to do the attack on the thing.
Okay.
On the things that are trying to grab him.
Okay. And Sultal is brandishing his blade. Ronnie.
So DM, maybe I'm the only one that can see these two large, what are probably the enemy.
That's what I just kind of used as like, I don't know if you want to call it like where they're coming up from below at, but the entire set of vines here, I mean, you can see the vines running from you all the way down here, but they're coming actually up over this wall. So they're coming from down below in the forested area that's below. So you're about 60 or 70 feet above the floor looking down, right? So this is sort of like a catwalk, sort of the upper level, if you will, looking down into an atrium, or a large, what used to be was probably a massive garden of some kind. And these vines are coming up, but this is where they sort of are centered coming up from, right? So, but you can see that there's vines all along the way. So the entire floor is covered in vines. There's actually vines here as well, but they're different types of vines. They don't look to be like the moving ones like these are. But yeah, but I just did that just to kind of where they're coming up from, like the whole bunch of them comes up and then they split out and spread all over the floor up here.
Right. Well, I was going to make some cuttings anyway, so I might as well start chopping.
Okay. So, cutlass?
Yes, and burly teeth and claws.
All right. All right. And for Baron, let me double check and see what he had set for himself so I don't. Let's see. Don't know if that's gonna help. I could have swore. I know. Did he not have Fireball?
Oh yes, he cast it all the time.
I could have swore he did, but it's not on his list of spells that he had.
Maybe he didn't memorize it.
Well, no, he did. What I'm saying is, if you look at your gear, there is it has all your spells for magic users of any kind, any spell user. It has all your spells, right? First level, second level, etc., etc. But his spells, he's only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells total. Right? It doesn't show any of the spells that he used to have, and I don't know what happened to all the spells he used to have.
I don't know, but he is always casting Fireball.
Well, I know he's always casting Web. I don't know if he cast Fireball, but anyway, he is going to cast a spell, so that's what he is going to do. All right. So as you guys are standing there, not only do these vines start attacking Burley and Ronnie, but they are clogging toward the entrance, and they start lashing out at those of you inside as well. And just for shits and giggles, as you guys can see, Ronnie, they remind you almost of roses. There's like rosy flowers on it, and you can see that this entire series and sets of vines are very thick with thorns. So you know that when they strike you, they're probably going to lacerate you pretty badly when they strike. And so let us begin our combat. As the party goes first, as Baron, pointing his magic missile at the vines, I guess.
I just got another nat 20.
All right. He had, let's see, for his level, he has he's a 5th level, can cast 3. So 7th level can cast 4. 9th level can cast 5. So he's got 5. Yep, he has 5. So let me cast. He does 18. As you guys watch as Baron blasts these vines, as there's bits and pieces of these vines go everywhere, but it doesn't even look like it affected it at all because the vines are still there coming in.
Maybe we should try to go down one more level.
Asher Bear, give us a 20.
What's
oh,
that?
Wait. Gave you a 20. Asher Bear gave you 20.
Gave me a 20?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ash. All right, and who got another one? Varys?
No, he gave me a 20.
I'm not watching the stream, so hang on.
No, sure gave me a 20.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean,
Lando. Yeah, it says Lando.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know why I said.
Oh, I saw at Agora Quest. That's why.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So that means.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Yep. So that means you got. Yep. We're good. So that means you got 4. All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. All right. So as I said, as you guys watch. By the way, I have to double check really quick just to make sure. I don't necessarily know. Does it? Yeah, it actually does. Yes. So where you guys are, you can keep going down if you wanted to jump back in and go down one more level.
I'm thinking that's probably a better idea.
Your call. I need to know.
Oh, we went down all the way. Yeah.
No, there's one more level to go down, or at least one more to go down.
Get back in here, Ronnie. Get out of here.
All right. Is that what we're going to do? I just need to know just so we can.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, so DM.
Let's go
All right.
All
right. As you guys go back in and.
That was the way out, was on the bottom.
Yep. All right. As you guys go, the And they get 4 attacks. So let me.
We can throw some oil and fire and shut the door.
Oh,
Maybe
hang on
I'll
a
start
second.
an inferno.
Where is this? Why is it not? Sorry, I have to go reread this because I'm like, why is there was no attack thing on my okay. Here it is. Right. So they get 4. All right, so the attack is a 4-hit die. All right, so I don't know why it doesn't have the attack on there, but I am going to roll my 4 attacks first against Ronnie, or first against the bear, and then so let us roll. Combat action. Melee ability. None. 1d20. Alright. Alright, so let me see if this works. Attack. Attack. Why is it doing it twice? Why? I don't know why it do 2 attacks. This is really stupid. I'm kind of bizarre. Melee none. 1d20. Alright, that's 1 attack. What? Rolling twice. Yep. So the first one was a nat 20. So Burly Bear suffers 7 hit points of damage. Yeah, I'll take it off because it wasn't the attack thing is not set up correctly for this creature, and I don't know why. Its 3rd attack. Why is it? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. So that does not hit. This one does not hit. All right. That's what's happening. I just need to get rid of this. All right. So that one missed. And his last attack. There we go. Hits. And Burly Bear suffers another 1 hit point of damage. So Burly Bear is down to 15. And as you look, Ronnie, you can see that Burly Bear gets slammed by these vines, and you watch as those large thorns pierce into them, and you can actually see the vines themselves start to pulse slightly as they apparently are beginning to drain the blood from Burly Bear. And as Ronnie goes to leave, the vines get their 4 attacks on Ronnie as well. First one misses. Second attack hits. Ronnie suffers 1 hit point of damage. Third attack. Third attack misses. And fourth attack. Fourth attack hits. So Ronnie suffers another 1 point of damage. So Ronnie suffers a total of 2 hit points of damage. And you feel as these vines sort of, just as you're getting back into the drop tube, these vines sort of wrap at your arm and they pierce into your arm and actually grab a hold of you and jerk back, keeping you from being able to get away. Let's see. Hit points 47. All right. As I said, Ronnie is actually sort of stuck.
Was Burley not stuck?
Yes, he was. I just didn't move him. So, yes, as this is really starting to irritate me. Like my GM's version is completely frozen. It's not doing anything. So yes, so you guys are actually stuck as the rest of you begin to grab a hold of the things and begin to lower down. You see that Ronnie and Burly Bear are both sort of stuck. I need Ronnie and Burly Bear to give me saving throws versus paralyzation in order to break free and get back into the drop tube. All right, Ronnie Noblight succeeds. Burly Bear fails. He failed by 4. So Burly Bear's attack. If Burly Bear can hit, Burly Bear will be able to bite through the vine that has him wrapped.
All right.
First attack, claw. Second attack, misses as well. Missed by 1. Now, before you go, he missed the claw by 1. I will allow, since he is yours, I will allow if you have points available. Oh, Ronnie does not have any points available.
I don't have any, DM.
You don't have any points. So Burly Bear is stuck there at least for this round. Or at least till the next round, anyway. Well,
I guess Ronnie might swing at his, whatever you want. Fine.
Oh, no, okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I will allow that as well.
You're going to have to target that thing, DM.
You can't target it?
Burley could target it, but Ronnie can't.
Why won't it let you?
Then I can't.
That's weird. There we go. Yeah, it's targeted now.
Yeah, I had to move him over to see it.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Boof! As you hit, and it breaks free, leaving you and Burly Bear both free to bizarre. Leaving you both free to enter back into the drop tube.
All right, DM. We'll hop in there.
All right.
Close the door.
As you guys get into the drop tube, the vines start creeping their way into the drop tube. You close the door on it, and it cuts the vine, and you watch as it just sort of floats there, shaking, and you can see that a reddish green liquid fluid, like the chlorophyll inside a plant, begins to sort of ooze out of it, and you can see that it was the vine that was latched on to Burly Bear. You can see it was beginning to drain the blood from him like a vampire sucks blood from its victim, only this in the form of a plant. All right.
Now I've seen it all.
You guys actually, I think, faced something similar in the in one of these adventures you were in. Right. Once again, it won't let me drop everybody. I forgot to put you guys on the map previously because I didn't know where you were going to come down at, actually. So I have to put you guys all... All right. Let me grab my map now. I know where everybody's at. Okay. What level? We are on this level. Get down to where we are. All right. All right. As you guys get in, sort of like, holy crap, what now? You slowly float your way down to the next level. You open the door and you can see a massive bunch of vines right in front of this door. You can see that as the door opens, these vines begin to slowly creep toward you. You open up the other door on the back side and you see it's clear.
Now, DM Burley's icon on this page is fully staffed, but I know he's down like 8 points.
Yeah, I'll put it down. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to cast a cure on him.
Okay.
Can we shut this door?
Sure, you can
Yeah.
if you want. Is there not a door on there?
Nope.
Well, that was kind of weird. Oh, that's right. Down here there wasn't a door. It was just an open portal. But
Oh.
you guys can see these vines, and I want to say really quick. I'm gonna drive up a picture here just so you guys can see. I want to.
Does Paul still have the flaming sword?
No, he does not.
Oh.
31 or 32. I want to show as you guys sort of step in down here and you're looking in this direction. So now you're on like the ground floor looking into this large atrium garden, excuse me, or whatever it was. I want to be able to give you guys some photos. Which one was this? 31, 32. Yep. Oh, not this one. Sorry. Do. Whoops. Why is it showing that one? That's not the one I wanted to show. Damn it. Irritating the hell out of me that this thing doesn't do what I want it to do. Let's try this again. It's not. One observer. There we go. As you guys look out, you can see this large atrium opening here leading into like I said, this massive kind of garden with strange trees. And you can see, as I said, these vines here just sort of wind up and go everywhere right in front of you. And as you guys got down there, these vines right here in front of the space in front of to the east of you, you can see that the vines sort of shake and shiver a little bit, and they begin to slowly move in your direction.
Can we see the base of these vines?
It may kind of, yes, but the problem is that they mix in with all this stuff on the inside. So you're looking at this arch right here. This is the archway as you're looking out, right? Mm-hmm. And so the vines and everything are here, but they're coming from inside the forested area. So as you're looking at this picture, you can see these huge trunks that might be where some of the vines are coming from, and you can see other vines on the right-hand side kind of winding up.
Yeah, gents, I can always cast anti-plant shell. I've been holding on to it just because I don't want to try and start it and then get hit and lose it.
Right.
So I'm thinking if we look at this left side where there's no plants, if we clear out or go around there first, I'll just cast anti-plant shell and we can go walk right around this area and wipe out whatever plants we want.
Yeah, we need to get to that door. So we gotta go east and south. Hopefully there's a way around the atrium and we don't have to go in there. But we may have to.
Well, his anti-plant gel should help with that. So let's
Yeah.
go out. Let's go to the west first and see if we can find a way.
Well, I see a door here and a way
Yep.
north and south.
Yep. As you step out and see the door in front of you is a brown colored door. Who's casting cure on who?
The bear.
Oh, okay.
The first one was pretty ineffective. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't have him held up. I thought I had him targeted.
Yeah. All right.
Could you bump him up 6 more, DM?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's at 23 then. All right. Let's see if I can find a description for this. Of course not. Doesn't give me any description of this room at all. Okay. Sorry, I apologize. I'm just looking for this for like a description of the room, and it's like, oh, they don't have a description of this room, so I guess I just get to make it up on my own. Yeah, so like I said, there's a brown door here, and you can see that there are passages. Sort of looks like it looks almost like the machinery space that you guys have just left. Looks like a lot of like water and rust spots everywhere, where moisture has long since sat and the metal has begun to rust slightly. The floors themselves are all gritty and grimy. It kind of reminds you of backstage at a theater almost. You know what I mean? So some of like the back hallways and passages behind the theater. So if the garden area is the theater, then the passages that you guys are in back here kind of remind you of the backstage of a theater. But as I said, the door before you is a brown colored door. And you can see, as I said, the passage is probably about a 20-foot wide, pretty good size hallways sort of running up to the north and south. What do you want to do? Anybody?
And it's vegetation free on the west side?
Yeah. Yeah. The hallways themselves have some vines that have crept in, as you can see, but for the most part, they're free and clear.
All right. Well, it looks to me like I see vegetation, DM.
Yeah, so I said vegetation has crept around from the other side, right? But this hallway here, north and south, relatively free. It's not like complete vegetation like it was on the other side.
So they're not all decked out with their spikes and their...
Well, these vines are different, right? So when you looked at the vines when you first arrived, these are vines that are moving, but they did not appear to be having the thorns and stuff that the other ones did that you were just encountered up above.
I tell you what, DM, I'm not even going to mess around. Ronnie is... I mean, look at my spell component here. Ronnie pulls out his one of his perfect acorns.
Okay.
And his symbol for Ralafan, and it says, "Ain't no jive in my tank." and he rubs this acorn all over him and casts anti-plant shell centered on himself.
Okay. And anti-plant shell is how wide? How
It
big?
is very large, DM. 16-foot diameter off of Ronnie.
Okay.
Maybe it'll show up when I cast it. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
So, well, it didn't look like it made a circle, does it?
No,
did it?
no, it didn't, but I will. I will make the circle for you. What color do you want it?
How about green?
All right. Sounds like a plan to me.
Hey, Monkey, you gonna get in on this?
Yeah.
So there you go, gentlemen. We do not have to worry about plants as long as this, and this will last for 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Well, that's not dilly-dally, then. Let's just head south and east and get to that door and get out of here.
Is this the last floor?
Don't know.
Well, what's that door right there to our left?
Yeah, did the tunnel continue down?
The shaft.
Shaft, yeah.
No. The where you guys are at, there it did not appear to go any lower, I don't think. Let me double check. I have to look on the one thing about this map is I have to go double check. No, it does not look like the I'm just looking just to make sure. I'm looking at all the maps to make sure they are. No, it does not look like the I should say it does not. It ends on this level.
All right.
Okay.
So we know the exit is in the center because it's directly under the upper one that we came in. So
Right.
we need to go south and east until we find that junction where we should see the door to the south. So let's not waste time looking around anymore.
Oh, I agree.
Let's go south and east until we find the door.
That's all Moody.
We may have to walk into the plant area, but hopefully not. So Ronnie, let's go. You're the one that we have here around, right? So
That's weird. Why is the Ronnie's shell is not? Did I not save it?
Oh yeah, he's not. The effect is gone.
Yeah. What the heck?
Maybe I need to. The effect disappeared.
No, I don't. I don't think I saved it.
Oh, you know what? When you cleared the scroll, it wiped it out.
Oh, that's kind of weird. But all I did was well, I'm going to reapply it. So it's 16 feet off of you, right?
Yes. I'm going to redo the spell, DM. That way it remembers the time of.
That's weird. It shouldn't have. It should have like remembered for you. That's kind of strange. Okay. And what the hell?
Well, it put a thing on him.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I'm creating a light around him. I'm making it green per his request. Update token. And
right,
there we go.
The light's kind of.
Yeah, it's a 16-foot diameter. Yeah, 16-foot radius. I mean. So.
come on.
All right. As you move down, you see that coming ahead there is a tunnel or a hallway, branching off to the left, there is a door without a panel in here. But straight ahead, you see that the hallway that you're in, this wide, 20-foot wide hallway, begins to slope downward, apparently going to another level below this one.
Well, let's go on down. That's where we need to be.
All right.
We gotta find that door.
Lots
Okay.
of doors over there.
Yeah, well, we can always come back.
All right, give me just a sec.
We've lost a couple.
Yeah, no, I need to figure
Yeah,
out where
yeah.
the. Oh,
I'm
let's go.
Paladin.
I'm letting you lead the way.
Yeah, I need to find out where this one comes out at.
Step over there to
this
make
one.
sure
Yep,
it's safe.
Yep. So, you guys, it actually slopes down pretty sharply, and it probably goes for about, I don't know, 50 or 60 feet, and drops maybe about 30 feet or so. So it's almost like there's an entire level that you guys went past to get to whatever level you're going to now.
Wow.
Well, so I was just the bottom.
So it's a dead end, DM?
No, it's not. Hang on a
Oh.
second. God damn it.
No, man, it's probably the real level we need to be on. Because, that group that came in probably went this way originally,
All right.
but we don't know for sure since they got tossed out.
As you guys sort of arrive at this level, you can see that.
His oil's gone.
Yeah, no. It doesn't take the ore when I move it from level to level, so I'm gonna have to re-add it. But I don't know who has the light spell going on them, but
Oh, it's me. I'm turning it on.
You
Might be
can
my
use-
lantern. My lantern.
Can use a lantern, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's me because I got the lantern last time we played.
anyway, as you guys arrive, you can see that this super large hallway continues straight ahead, and it bends around to the left. Oof, my eyes are bugging. Apologize to those that are watching the stream. Everything's like really delayed for some reason in catching up. All right, give me just a second to get caught up here with everybody else. Coming around the corner, you can see that the hallway continues and then bends around to the right, but there is also a door on the left. The door itself appears to be another brown door of some kind.
I believe that's the exit. We should open it.
Give me just a sec. Just in case. Oh, this is really a pain in the butt. I really should have set this up so I could transfer back and forth easier. Okay, I'm on the right level. All right. All right, so as I said, you guys can see that the door right here is a brown door, and the hallway itself continues down. At the end of the hall, you can see yet another door. This door is sort of what looks to be a gray color down here on the bottom right.
Gray. We don't have a gray card.
Nope.
And
No,
we don't want to just peek inside what's behind that door. We have no idea.
yeah, we don't want to waste time and just.
Well, I don't think we're under the gun.
I mean, you got an hour, but we don't want to get into a fight that's gonna last a while.
Are we seeing
No.
any plant life down here, though?
No.
Yeah, we probably should have wandered around where that vegetation was.
Well, you want to open the door or continue south? Because we know the exit should probably be like around the corner and south a little ways. Because we know we should be getting nearer to where the center of the area is.
Well, I'm not sure why we're
We might
trying
have
to
a-
exit so badly.
Well, we found out the information when a report.
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, I want payment and I want to get back to Greyheart. I mean, you want to play with the plants, feel free, but I'm done playing with the plants.
So what are we gonna do?
We're fleeing, DM.
Yeah,
Roger
we're
that.
heading south.
Right.
The way out, like we've been talking about.
We don't
All
even
right.
know the way out. How are we heading the way out?
So as you guys come down, you can see that again. The door on the to the west is a gray door. You see a brown door here, and you can see that there is a sloping tunnel going up here. So a passage similar to the one you just came down, but this one's going back up.
Well, let's note that in case we have to go up, because we don't know where we are in relation to the outside.
Correct. And you guys are in. Yeah, you guys are in. There's a brown door right where you're at, right there.
Yeah, we were assuming.
Down here is a violet door.
Well, we have keys for those. So, where's the violet door?
Right here.
Oh, down there.
So what door are we looking for?
We're looking for a big door. These are small doors.
Damn screen one.
As you come down to the end of this hall, you see that there is a brown door here. The hall you're on continues to the left, and down here you can see that there is a oops, damn it, sorry, I keep moving it on the wrong map, so it keeps grabbing everybody to move everybody. Down here you can see that there is a sloping tunnel going back up.
Alright, well, we know what goes back up if we need to.
Well, do we want to try one of these doors and see if that opens up to one of those tube things?
Yeah, because based on where you guys are, the entrance would be down here somewhere, like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, let's go back. We'll go back this way and take a look.
Gonna go this tunnel.
Is that another ramp right there, DM?
Yes. This ramp goes up. This goes back up to the level that you guys just came down from.
Because these doors are not tube doors. They're like rooms. So.
No door here. Place it dead end.
Yeah, no, it's not a dead end. It slopes up. It goes up to the next level. Are we going back up to the next level?
Yeah, because let's see. That might be on the outer part of that atrium.
Hey, I suggest we
And
go
that
around the
might
other
be-
way.
And that might be where the
Yeah, I say we go around the other way. It's probably going down.
What, this? No, this level. This is up. Where you guys are, where you're standing right now, is a passage going up. I just need to make sure you guys want to go back up, so I can move you up to the next, back to the next level.
Well, we don't know. We don't know where the door is, the main door, in relation to how the ship is.
Right.
Because there might be a layer of the ship that's below that door.
Right.
So the only way to make sure is to go up and have a look.
Okay.
And we're in the anti-plant shell, so we shouldn't be grabbed by anything
Right.
plant-wise. So we can go up and look and see if we see the big door or not
Well,
in
I would
this area.
I would say yes, probably, but then again, we don't know anything about the ship. We don't even know ships. I mean, we
Well,
don't even know what, you know, it could be no logic to it. We don't know that
there
because
is
it's all
logic to
bizarre.
it.
No, what I'm saying is where we're at, we as our characters, this is
I know
totally
that.
different
We
than
map
what we're
and
used
stuff.
to.
But you can map in D&D. There's not.
No, I mean, yeah, we could map it. I mean, we could sit here as people map it out. What I'm saying is we
Our
yeah.
character map it. He can not even do that? I do that all the time.
Okay, well, whatever we do, wherever we're going, I'm not sure where we're heading.
We're in the anti-plant shell, so let's go look.
So go up. Go up the.
Yeah, because we know there was an outer area, at least on one side
Yep.
of the atrium, but because of the plants that were attacking us, we don't know if there's more that like circles around. So
Right.
if we go up here and we see what it looks like and then look for the door. If we don't see the door, then we just turn around and come back down.
Right. Okay.
It's not like we're going to spend half an hour looking around.
Right.
You guys slowly work your way back up, coming back up once again to the, if somebody wants to reactivate their light so other people can see, just so. As you come back up to the level, once again you can hear the, you can hear the nightlife and the animals from within the large atrium. The sloping tunnel comes up directly ahead of you. You can see one of the drop tubes, or the mine shafts, as you guys know them to be. And right here, you can see there's a little hallway going south as you guys come out.
Well, let's take a look around this area and see if there's a door.
All right. So you can see there's a couple of doors when you... Oops. Crud. Like...
You can look for a big door, but yeah.
Yeah. Oops, wrong map. Just darn it. This one. As you guys come out, you can see that... man, my eyes are like water and I can't hardly say anything. Just outside, you can see there is a brown door down at the bottom. There's a brown door here, and this door does not have a any kind of a color. It looks to be a plain door.
Well, that one door looks like it's got floor painting.
Yeah, it's sort of like yellow and red striping. Very faded.
Yeah, and you said this was a brown door?
Yes.
Do you want to just go ahead and open it and take a look?
Let's do it.
Because that main door is going to be either around here somewhere, or we gotta go look around on that other level.
Okay.
Didn't he say that the drop chute or the mine tunnel was over here on the left?
Yeah. Well, the drop chute is right here.
Yeah.
So we. Oh, okay. Do we want to take that or do
Well,
we want?
remember the one that we came in? There was a drop chute in the center, past the room we found the suits.
Yeah.
Right.
So where you guys came in, if this is the southern one, on the first level
Yeah.
you came in, if this is the drop tube here, you guys came in right here.
Yeah, so that big door should be like down here then,
Right.
because it was underneath the smaller one.
Correct. It was
Yeah.
at the very bottom of it.
No, yeah, the base on the hill or mountain or whatever.
Correct.
So yeah, let's open the door and look in.
Okay. Now I got to go back up to the other level because you guys went back up on me, and I gotta. Uh, does it have a description for this chamber? Probably not. So as you look, you can see that just inside the door there is a large grating that you can actually look through and look down. It looks to be the floor itself is set on rails. The rest of the room is a very, very large, long, narrow chamber. Looks to be like all kinds of boxes and crates. There's all kinds of seeds and Ronnie, you recognize it as like animal feed. Just all myriad of things just sort of spilled out everywhere as this place has been destroyed over time apparently. Right here there appears to be some kind of machinery of some kind, with levers and wheels and whatnot, that look to be old and kind of rusted and whatnot. But very similar to just inside the door, all around this grating on the floor, you can see these sort of red and white striping, or red and yellow striping.
Alrighty.
Mm. And there is a brown door here and a brown door all the way. Well, you can't quite see it, but there is another brown door at the other end of the room.
Well, let's search around then.
Okay. Go ahead and give me search checks.
I had a Steven jump the bottom thing going on.
Yep. I don't know why you searched twice, Deglin, but you didn't find anything either time. Searching through all of the refuse, um, as you sort of run around through and pick up things, um, Varys finds one of those key card thingies, a gray one.
Hey, I found a gray card.
Do you want to go back up to that room that had the gray door?
Is this our first gray card?
It is.
Oh, well, look at that. Good. That's a good find.
Let's hold on to it just in case. And
I have added it to your character sheet, Varys. And so you can put it wherever you want.
Well, guys, we could use this anti-plant shell spell and go destroy if there's any enemy vegetation just north of us so we can look around without concern.
yeah, let's look around for that door.
Yep. The other, like I
Yeah.
said, the only other thing that you guys saw, there's two brown doors that leave, and then there's the machinery right next to this graded floor that's on a set of rails that run up and down.
Well,
So we
this
could take
door.
this. So we could take this one here, the grading downward.
Right here. This whole
Yeah, we
floor
could.
is grading. It's on rails, but you're not really sure how it works. But it's on it's like a lift, so you can see that it's some kind of mechanical device where the floor can raise and lower.
Oh, so that's what it. But we can tell that's what it looks like. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks like exactly some sort of a, but it's all mechanical. It's much more mechanical and machinery that you've never seen before. There's no ropes and pulleys or anything. It's all sitting on some kind of rails of some kind.
Is this another brown door?
That is a brown door, yes.
No, that leads to
Yep.
the shaft.
Yep.
So you know where that is.
Yep.
Unknown
As
actor.
soon as you step out, Ronnie, you see that there's one of these female golems sort of standing there. And as you step out, she turns to kind of face you.
I say, hello, Lady Gollum.
Damn it.
I pull out the translator.
What? This is really, hang on a second. This is really irritating the crap out of me. I'm on the right level. Got the right number. I don't know what the hell. Level 4. Why is it? All right, something got confused here, so that is not what is supposed to be there. Somehow I got my maps mixed up, maybe. All right, so that's level 3. Maybe that's what I screwed up. No. How did... Somehow, someway, I got my numbers mixed up and dropped the wrong creature in the wrong spot. So, that being said, I do apologize. Oh, that's, yeah, I do apologize. Give me a second to change those creatures because it's not what you see when you, and I'll bet this one isn't there. I'm gonna be mad if it's not. I'm gonna have to create. Yep. Once again, I completely screwed the pooch. I don't know how the hell I did this, but I dropped the wrong creature there, and the creature that I need is, of course, not there. Nope. God dang it. We're going to have to take our break early so I can build the creature. I do apologize. So let's go ahead and take our break early. Yep, perfect timing. So let's go ahead and take our break a little early. I don't know how I got my levels mixed up and I dropped the wrong creature at the wrong number. So I do apologize. So we're going to go ahead and shift over to our break because I feel like an idiot. And in the interim, the DM's going to try to cover his ass. And let me get the timer going here. We're going to take a 15-minute break. Won't take me that long to fix it, but I can't believe I did that. Ah! Stupid, stupid, stupid. That's the downside of having to have everything dropped and prepared ahead of time. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our 15-minute. And we'll be back shortly. Apologize. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay.
esta familia todos tenemos gustos diferentes. Mi hija está en la etapa de solo verduras y batidos de frutas. Mi hijo mayor, carne, bistec de falda y más carne. Por eso obtenemos nuestros productos favoritos con entrega a domicilio de Publix por medio de Instacart en tan solo 1 hora. Especialmente para la abuela y el antojo de pastel de fresa y dulce de leche que le da. Visita Publix.com/a comprar.
Los precios de los productos varían a los de las tiendas físicas. Pueden aplicar cargos, propinas e impuestos sujeto a términos y disponibilidad. Publix, donde comprar es un placer.
Your home could offer greater comfort, safety, and energy efficiency. Here's the concrete reason. An insulated concrete farmhouse is built to last and requires less maintenance than other materials. ICF walls vastly reduce heating and cooling costs, plus have the added benefit of filtering out unwanted noise from traffic, trains, and neighbors. Nudura ICFs have a fire protection rating of up to 4 hours and withstand hurricane-force winds. At Nudura, building has evolved. Learn how by visiting nudura.com.
At University of Phoenix, your experience matters. That's why we created our new Savings Explorer tool. Simply add your work, life, and school experience to see how you could earn your degree faster and for less. It's free, easy to use, and there's no obligation. In fact, students with eligible credits and relevant experience, on average, save $11,000 and nearly 1 year off their undergrad degree. It's time you got the credit you deserve. Get started at phoenix.edu.
Yep. Mhm.
They gave me two.
Thank you.
They're both for you.
Yeah.
I just got the one, but they gave me two. So.
What'd you order?
Fresh chicken, and then I was able to bundle with all last night.
Okay. And we're back. I apologize once again, proving just why our nickname is Shiza Cinema. I don't know what the heck happened, but obviously I read either the wrong number and just dropped the wrong thing there, or whatever the heck happened. But I do apologize. Welcome back, everybody. I am going to try to get us through this without too much more jacking it all up. Players, are we all back? Head count.
I know Ronnie's here.
Raise your hand if you're here.
I'm in here.
I'm here. I'm available.
Monkey, are you back with us, brother? Still awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. So as I said, as you step out of the door, you see this massive sort of creature you've never seen before. It's probably about 8 foot tall, and it reminds you of a massive beetle as it sort of comes around the corner and sees you and immediately charges into attack. And it's time for combat. As I move everybody into the combat zone. Do we got everybody? All right. I think that we can go now. All right. Like I said, as you step around, you see this massive creature 8 foot tall, give or take. It has these massive mandibles that are like crunching, and it has these huge sort of claw, almost crab-like looking claws. It's got these weird, strange looking eyes that almost appear to jump out and float in front of its face, kind of giving you this sort of this vertigo kind of feeling. Actions, please. Degland, action.
I am going to hit it with my mace.
All right. Varys, you are invisible, so the plan is?
Yeah. Must stab. Avoid escapes and must stab.
All right.
Because
Zadkill.
eyes look weird.
I'm going to scream like a schoolgirl.
Okay.
No, I'm going to attack with my sword.
Okay. So Tall is grabbing his sword and blade, although he won't be able to get there until next round, but at least he can get there. Ronnie No Blight.
Yeah, DM Ronnie's not going to waste any time. He's going to take the cutlass to this thing, and so is the bear.
All right. And
Bear's got a cutlass?
I know, that's what I'm talking about. He's been,
Yeah.
I will say that he is a trainable bear. You know, next thing you know, he'll be riding a unicycle playing the ukulele. So, Baron is going to cast a spell. And Burly Bear is doing his teeth and claw routine. All right. As we roll for initiative. All right. Burly Bear. Actually, no, I'm going to say that, yeah, he is not going to be able to cast his spell because he can't get there. But he went ahead and moved. So, since he's the only one casting a spell, Burly Bear. First of all, Burly Bear, as he goes up to attack this creature, I need Burly Bear to give me a saving throw versus spells, please.
All right.
As Burly Bear goes up to attack this thing, suddenly you guys watch as he just stops. Give me a die 100 roll, please, for Burly Bear. A 7. I need you to. I'm going to roll an 8-sided dice. A 6. So 1 is north, 2, 3. So Burly Bear just goes to attack, and all of a sudden he's like, "Rrr," and it's just almost as if he kind of forgets what he's doing. And you've never seen Burly Bear act like this, but he begins wandering back towards you. And as he does, this creature reaches out and swings one of its claws, as Burly Bear is now under the effect of a confusion for the next 5 rounds. But as he wanders away, the creature gets an attack of opportunity as he hits Burly Bear. As Burly Bear suffers 10 hit points of slashing damage as this massive claw of this beetle-like creature slams into Burly Bear. But he just doesn't even pay attention, and you watch him sort of wander right back into the room past you, not even like recognizing who you are.
Roger.
I'm going to move. Hang on a sec. I'm going to move him up so that people in the world can kind of see what's going on. All right. So that was Burly Bear. Ronnie No Blight. I need you to give me a saving throw versus spells. As Ronnie fails his saving throw versus spells, give me a die 100, please. A 95. I need you. So, Ronnie, your attack suddenly, as you go up and you see this thing, you get completely confused. It's like, wait, that's not the creature, or that's not who I'm supposed to be attacking. I'm supposed to be attacking this guy. And you see Baron standing in the door. I need you to move over and roll your attack on Baron. But before you do, this creature targets Ronnie as for an attack of opportunity.
What a cheap shot artist.
I know. As he hits Ronnie. As Ronnie suffers 3 hit points of damage from this creature. I know. And now I need you to go ahead and roll your attack on Baron. As you guys watch, as Ronnie goes up and he slams his cutlass into Baron instead of the beetle-like creature. Go ahead and roll your damage. As he blasts Baron for 7 hit points of damage. Make sure that came off. And it did. Thank you. All right. Varys, you are up. If you are going to be avoiding this creature's gaze, your attack is going to be at a -4, but you get a +4 for your invisibility, so it just negates.
Alright. Let me turn this thing.
Five or 8 misses as you fail to backstab.
One of my 4 nat 20s.
Okay, you now have 3 nat 20s. Go ahead and
large.
It is a large creature.
So that's D12 damage.
D12 damage.
D12 plus plus 2.
Yeah, well, if it's 4d12, it's max damage on a crit. Right? So if the max damage is 4d12, so that'd be 48, right? So you roll 4d12.
Plus 2 for my magic sword.
Okay, roger that.
Yeah.
So 77. Yeah. You never you never like did the damage and targeted it, but you just what's that? Oh yeah, but you just rolled the damage. You didn't actually click the damage button. That's fine.
Well, it doesn't do that right, remember? It doesn't add all the...
That's all right. As Varys sneaks up behind this thing and in one blow cleaves up right through this thing's belly and out or into its back, out through its belly, and its blade just cleaves up through it as you manage to take it down in one blow. Well, that was no fun.
Well,
I don't like that. Do over.
I had enough here.
Yeah, got enough rage cut in you. So after a couple of minutes, Ronnie, you and Burly Bear managed to come out of your stupor, wondering what the hell happened, as you see that your cutlass has cleaved down the arm and almost severed partway through the arm of
I'm gonna cast Cure Series Wound on him.
He only took 7 damage, but that didn't, you know what I mean? But it was a pretty bad cut for the mage.
Wizard, yeah. I'm wiping the blood off my.
So Cure Light Wounds would be better.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't waste a serious because, like I said, I did it. It's more dramatic effect because the wizard got hit. He's like, bleeding to death.
Well, we need to find that door and get out of here.
All right, go ahead and do your heal.
I don't know why it did it.
Reroll 1. Yep. So he got 7. Oh, you both did it?
That was Burley.
Oh, that was Burley. Okay.
I
Go
gotta
ahead.
re-roll a one.
Yeah, re-roll your 1, and then whatever.
You're gonna have to do it manually.
Yeah, just roll the 8, and then we'll just take over.
Come
he got
on,
he got
geez.
1 more, so he took a total of 2. So he's got 26 hit points now.
I'll hit him again with.
He's got 20.
We probably just whooped the toughest thing right there. It looks like we were on the edge of a garden.
All right, 5 back. Yep. So he is now maxed again.
Well,
So
we need to look around for the big door.
okay.
And if it's not like around the corner,
Um,
then probably need to go back downstairs.
go ahead and give me a search check as you guys are searching up here.
Yeah.
So you find right over here there's some kind of a nest of detritus and material that have been built up here, and this looks like this is probably where this creature's nest was. And as you search around through it, you find, your blaster pistol that you have, that you and Ronnie have. Ronnie has that blaster pistol. I mean, you have the laser pistol, right? And Ronnie has the blaster, the square one with the screen on it.
Yeah, I have the.
You have the wrist one.
The wrist thing, yeah.
Yeah. So you find another one of those things that like Ronnie has. However, it's different in that this thing is a lot larger. It's almost like it's on its own set of rods and stuff. And let me get a picture out here for you. Give me just a second to get back to my devices, and where are we? What the heck? Well, that's kind of crappy. All right, I have to look in the. Sorry. Once again, I was not as prepared as I thought I was. It's like I had everything. I have all this stuff sort of taken out of the module and put in my notes right here, so I can just get to it really easy. But this part is in the notes. All right, so this is image number 53. So let me go down here and oops, 53. And it looks like that. So it's very similar. However, it has these buttons on it, and it's sort of folded up like you find in the top left part of the picture. But unfolded, it looks like this one on the left. So it's exactly like, as far as the screen and the little antenna thing sticking off the side, or a little piece of metal sticking off the side, or mesh, whatever you want to call it. But it looks, for all intents and purposes, it looks like the little lightning shooter that Ronnie has, but on a bigger frame.
Like maybe it might be a longer range, like a rifle.
Yeah. Let's call it a blaster rifle. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Large leaded glass with tubes.
Teach me how to use this.
So.
Sure, Ronnie definitely down with showing him how to, you dial in with the little picture and then, use it.
Yep. And there's one. There's one other thing that you guys find. It's some kind of a leather harness that has these strange kind of metal tubes that sit on the hips and run down the sides of your legs. But it has like this two leather straps. I don't have a picture for this one, I don't think. Let me see if I do.
Those sound like assless chaps to you.
Yes, that's what it is. That's exactly what you might want to consider it. But I'm going to go through my... Oh, actually, I think I do.
Does the rifle have ammo in it?
It does. It has 1 coin with a single charge.
Okay. Does it look any different than the other coins?
No. It's the exact same. Let's see here. This is what the leather harness thing looks like. It has this sort of a clip, like a belt buckle, right in the center, and it has these 4 clips that go into it. So 2 leather harnesses come over your shoulders to clip in the top, and then around the sides they clip into the sides, and you can see it has these sort of these metal tubes hanging off the side, and it's got these like buttons, like 3 buttons on each side. Like a girdle almost. Bunch of ornaments and leathery straps, etc.
Does it look like it has a coin in it?
You don't see any place for the coin, but you haven't really played with it much because everything's connected together. So, but right now you don't see where a coin might go.
Well, do we want to play around with these items, or do we want to just take them with us?
I think we ought to figure them out.
Okay.
Well, let's.
And for the record, for those that want to look under the under journal, under the barrier peaks, under images, you should be able to see all of the images that I have shared with you guys. At least I think. Yep. So anyway, all right. So as you step up where you're at, Ronnie, you can see that it's kind of the same view that I showed you guys before, with this archway right here leading into this garden area. You can see right here in this when you first come in is sort of this bare open area of in a round shape that forms the floor, and that is a descending tunnel that direction, Varys. If you continue that way, then so it's like as you guys look,
Is not up here,
that you can see, right? At least you didn't see it in here or anything. Now that said, from here where the drop tube is, where you guys came in, it would have been somewhere in this room down here, but you don't see it in that room anywhere. So it's either not on this level or whatever, right? So
does this tube look like it goes down?
no, this is the bottom where you guys are right here.
Right,
The only
so
way to go down would be either the lift here or down one of these 2 passages going down.
That lift thing might be what we need to use.
All right.
Test it out.
Well, what are we going to do first? Are we going to test the lift? Are we going to...
No doggone druid worth his salt's gonna not try and get a cutting or something off of these plants if possible. Study.
Okay.
Well, he can do that. Those other guys can play with the blaster rifle.
Well, I mean, I can find a blaster into here.
Yeah, that's a good place to rehearse it.
I'll try to work these controls and figure out how to lift.
Okay. All right. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to do the lift first? Do we want to do Varys checking out the rifle first? Or do we want Ronnie going to investigate whatever is up there?
Well, Ronnie's going to teach me how to use the rifle because it's similar
to
the pistol he has. Right? On a larger scale.
Yeah, I want to make sure that
just fire it right here.
Okay, yep. So I am going to say that because this is the same type of weapon that Ronnie has, that you will get a bonus. So what is your intelligence?
My intelligence is a 13.
Okay. Previous. previous operation. I was teaching. All right, so you have not. So you get a total of a -3 on your roll. So go ahead and let me see which one this goes on. Then this is the blaster rifle. Okay, go ahead and roll. And so every time you roll is 10 minutes of tinkering with the device. Okay.
So what?
That-
Do I roll a d20 or
you roll a d10 and get a -3 on your roll.
So
All right.
-1.
All right. So you and Ronnie begin to work and look at this thing, and the first thing you figure out is how to open and close it and get it to lock in place. And then you realize that, oh, I have to slide my arm through this loop, and then there's some padding on the underside of the metal plate where the buttons are that will then cause it to rest on my shoulder, and it I don't have to hold it up, right? So it's kind of resting there, and it's like a perfectly balanced thing. So that's kind of the first thing you learn. Go ahead and roll again. Once again, a -3 on your roll.
I'll just do the -3 on the roll. So,
Nice. All right. So now you're actually, as you're going, you're beginning to figure out how you can target, and how this thing sort of how it aims. This is what this button does. Is this button will help me kind of target, and this one looks like I think it's supposed to do this. Oh, here's how I kind of focus in on whoever. So thus far, things have gone really well. Go ahead and roll another with a -3. A 6. Nice. You thought you had it, but what you thought it was supposed to do, no, that wasn't correct. And so you go back to not your starting point, but you kind of take a step back and put yourself back to where it was. You're still pretty sure you know how it works, but unfortunately, it looks like it's not exactly how you.
well,
Keep working on it. DM, my anti-plant shell is probably getting ready to expire, I would think.
Yep, getting pretty close. All right. As you continue to work, suddenly the blaster goes off, and it goes off in a completely different direction than you were expecting. I need you to roll a 6-sided dice. 1 and a 2 is Ronnie. 3 or a 4 is Burly Bear. A 5 or a 6 is Sotal gets hit by the blaster pistol or by the blaster rifle. Boom! Suddenly this thing goes off, and you're like, oh, shoot, I had it pointed in the wrong direction. I had it completely turned in the wrong way, and the blaster slams into Sotal.
oh, that's fun. Well, hopefully healing's fun.
Yep.
Unfortunate for him.
I need you to go ahead and give me another 6-sided dice. So 6-sided dice.
Well, I think I wouldn't have aimed it wrong.
Yeah.
Aim it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is when you're going through, is like something happens that you thought you were on the right track and you were on the wrong track, obviously, and you had the thing turned the wrong way, and you thought it was pointing forward, but it wasn't. It was pointed backward, and it blasts and it hits Sotal. But I need you to give me a 6-sided dice to determine what the damage was. suddenly, as you're looking, you realize that there's three different. Unlike Ronnie's pistol, this thing can shoot three different types of. You've realized there's three buttons, and each one can mean a different thing. You weren't really sure until now, but suddenly this flame, a plane of flame, comes firing out of this thing. Catches over. Go ahead. So Tall is going to roll his saving throw. Yeah, he has a saving throw versus petrification. There it is. As he fails his saving throw, I need you to roll 4d6, please, for the damage that he suffers. 19 hit points of damage. As the flame catches him, he tries to dive out of the way, but he was so enamored with what you were doing that he was unable to successfully avoid the flames, and he erupts in flame as you hear him scream out as his hair begins to singe and sizzle.
Sorry.
All right, well, DM, I'm going to tell Burley to get out of the way.
All right, and you have expended the coin charge.
Yeah, I'll have to reload it.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
And Ronnie is also going to go, hey, Varys, I'm going to go right around the corner. I'll come back and get my plant cuttings in a minute.
All right, and let me go through the,
I'll reload it with a clean coin.
Yep. And with that, you find that, you know what, I didn't know anything about this that I thought I did, and you are now back at your starting point, starting from scratch.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah. But again, now, however, because you, I am going to say that because you've spent the past about 40 minutes with this thing, and you realize at least how to get it to fire and how to aim it, that you get the additional bonus of having used the device previously, so that gives you an additional -2. So you get a total of a -5 on your dice rolls as you are trying to figure this thing out. If you're going to continue anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you move on to someone else.
Okay.
But I'm going to just do it simultaneously.
Okay. So go ahead, and as you are looking at the lift, I need you to, Deglin, hang on a sec. There we go. Deglin, go ahead and give me a die 10 roll. As you're looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, I get this. This is like, oh, so we have to sort of push this lever here, and we get, and as we do it and you're playing with it, you hear this like sort of a hum sort of come about as you're like, oh, this is kind of like some of this gear that we saw and this other stuff. And yeah, I think I can figure this out. Go ahead and give me another die 10 roll. Poof, easy enough as you're like, oh, I got this. And then you pull the lever, and all of a sudden you hear the clanking of gears, and you hear this tick, 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 as the floor where the grating is begins to sink. The whole 20-foot section here is like, or 20-foot section, like, and it begins to lower to the room below. And then you pull it back, and it comes right back up. Easy peasy, you managed to figure out how to operate the gear.
Okie doke. So, anybody that wants to go down, I know how.
Well, I guess once we play around a little more, we can go down and hopefully get out of here.
All right.
Because that should be one of the doors.
Okay.
So,
Is there another set of controls inside the lift or no?
No, it's the floor. It's just you realize that this is some kind of a storage place, like a warehouse maybe, and this is probably used to move stuff from like down below to up and vice versa, right? And based on what you see in here, as far as all the crates and broken feed and seed and all this other stuff, this was probably the horticulturalists' abode, if you will, right? And so they probably brought up supplies for any animals that they might be feeding out there and other stuff.
Right. Well, what I'm thinking is, does somebody have to stay here and operate the controls in order to lower the thing and raise the thing?
No, you can reach the controls, or if you want to push the lever and then just hop on, you can go down.
It's not going so fast.
No, it doesn't like drop. It's like a tick 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 tick, just like a metal gearing.
Okay.
So, that being said, as Sotal, what's left of his wild flaying hair down there.
How far down is he? He's pretty bad, huh?
He took 19.
Let me, I go over here and I'll cast the Cure Sword.
Okay. As he is mumbling in elf something, but you're not sure what it is unless you speak elf. Reroll the one.
Reroll one.
Yep, just roll another d8, and I'll add it to it. All right, he gets 3 more.
That was
That leaves
12?
him 40. Yeah, that leaves him at 42, so he's 8 down. He's down 8 still.
I have one more Cure Light.
Okay. Thank you, my friend. I feel much more comfortable around humans than I do elves.
I'll spend another 10 minutes playing with this.
All right, go ahead and... All right, so you don't forget it's a -5 now. It's not a -2 or -3.
Oh, minus 1. Oh,
Yep, that's fine.
-3 then.
Yeah. All right. So once again, you find yourself working your way through it. Oh, you're like, okay, I got this thing now. I think I'm pointed in the right direction. I think I'm doing okay now. Go ahead and roll again with a -5. All right, a 1. And you're again, okay, I got this. All right, I do this button push. I do that. I target it this way. It's pointed the right way. I think I'm really good. Go ahead and do with another -5. 4. As the suddenly, well, you put another coin in it because it only had 1 charge. Okay, so the thing blasts off into the forested area. Fortunately, nobody is hurt. This one isn't flame, but you feel this wash of heat, like a magician's magical heat ray just blasting off of this thing. Doesn't hurt anybody, but you're still not quite sure if you did it correctly or if you could reproduce the steps necessary. So you're going to have to continue to try again. I know, I love these. These things are tough. All right. Boom. Suddenly, this thing, as you go and you're like, what the heck? And all of a sudden you hear this. Boom. This thing, like the whole glass shatters.
Oh, well. It's done.
As you're like, what the hell? You thought you had it, but not quite.
Oh, well. I'll take the point out.
All right.
Since it's broken now.
All right. It's only got, or it used, I want to make sure it uses, if it used 1 or 2. Every use drained 2, so it lost 2 charges. So the coin itself has 4 charges left.
All right. I'll just leave it here because it's broken.
Okay.
And
All right.
alright,
Where to now?
I'm gonna head to the left so we can get out of here.
Okay. All right.
So now we're just waiting on.
So, DM, I had a thought while he was doing that.
Okay.
If we're
Sorry.
in this room down here and it's got all these or not seedling, but seeds,
Yep.
that I could probably just grab some seed bags and put them in my pouch.
Sure. Absolutely. I'll allow that.
All right. Well, that's what I'm going to do, DM.
All right. So, I'm going to do something here really quick because I had not planned on that. So that was something I would not have been prepared for. But go ahead and give me a 6-sided dice, please. Ronnie?
Ronnie?
Yes, sir. All right. So, Ronnie, you wound up with all the seeds and stuff you got. You wound up with 3 different seed types. And I will get those to you. Just make a note of that. And I will get what those seed types are for you probably after the game.
All right. I'm going to put it in my description notes.
Okay. So you managed to scoop up a bunch of them, but for all intents and purposes, you got 3 sets of seed types that are not native to this area, at least. You might have you might have other seeds like, oh, I got some ragweed, or I got some Bermuda bluegrass or whatever, right? But then you also got some special seeds that are not of this area.
I'm sure the Grand Druid will be very interested.
Quite sure when he fights you for the right to be Grand Druid, and he's gonna want them. All right. As you guys go and find your way onto the
Left.
yeah, thank you. Trying to do 2 things at once, and I can't. It's almost impossible for me to do 2 things at once. You guys get yourselves onto the lift and get yourselves ready to go below.
I'll hit the down arrow and then jump on.
All right. As you guys all stand there, you watch as Deglin manages to like play and tinker and stuff, and suddenly there's a slight little shift in the floor as it begins to sink. You guys descend relatively slowly and easily, but a minute later, you guys find yourselves down in a very large warehouse looking chamber. Let me see if I can get this picture for you guys. Here. Oops. Here. And so as you guys lower yourselves and all the way down, you find yourself in this large warehouse, if you will. You see these golems that you see standing there. They're probably about 9 foot tall, and they have these big, huge arms. There's about a half a dozen of them spaced throughout the room. What also that you guys can see is there's creatures that appear to be sleeping. They're in these large containers, although there's no, you don't see any walls or anything holding them down, but they appear to be sleeping, but they have these like huge arms or poles over the top of them, and there's this bluish field of energy that's surrounding the entire top half. almost as if it's like a wall of light that's surrounding the creature that is in the container, whatever you want to call it. But it's again, it's extremely strange, and
Well, I don't
it's
think this is
like
bit
pretty
right.
quiet. What you see in the south, however, you can see that there is this whole south wall from this corner or from this spot all the way to this spot. Well, actually, a little farther, probably more like to this spot. You can see this grating like right here in the middle of the floor here. You can see that the ceiling itself is about 15 feet high or so, but you can see a very thin split right in the middle of the wall here, and you can see the outlining of the door. So there's like a frame on this side. There's like this frame in here. And as you guys are sort of looking around, like I said, you can see that there are several of these golems that are stationary in here, and there are a lot of these, I'm going to call them stasis cages. There's a lot of these stasis cages, but you see most of them are empty, except there's the one that you can see is this huge, I don't know, it looks like it's not a beetle, it's more like a whale, almost like a land whale, for lack of a better term. It's just really this huge creature that you guys have never seen before. It's a bulette, but you've never seen it before yourselves, right? Yeah, but you guys can kind of see it in this stasis, or it's like sleeping or whatever. You can also see doors leading out. One of the doors looks to be, well, they're all on this side, so you can open it from this side, but a couple brown doors. Well, let me double check just to make sure. Sorry, the north door is violet, the east door is violet, and the west door is a brown door. But like I said, as you guys are sort of looking, everything else around here is just kind of quiet. Most of the place has been ransacked, or at least released, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Does the big door look like there's a way to open it?
You're not really sure. There's some like machinery and stuff that's like up here in this area in the detritus and whatnot, but you're not really sure.
Is that the only machinery?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what do you want to do? That's the door we need to get out.
Well, apparently we're still not at the very bottom, are we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. This is about as far down, yeah.
This is the door.
This is the door? I thought you said it was just a crack.
No, it is a crack, but you can see the outline of the door. Like, it's very finely meshed.
But we see no card slots or anything.
No.
Is there like a track or something that lifts up on?
Doesn't look like it, but as you guys are standing there, suddenly there's this voice emanating from somewhere. And as you look, you can see that there are mesh speakers, right? Mesh pieces in the ceilings around this chamber that the voice is coming from. Suddenly a red light in the middle of the ceiling begins to it comes on, it begins to sort of spin around, and you hear this horn, clang, and suddenly the door splits, and slowly you hear this as the door begins to open, begins to widen, and you guys look out, and you can see it is nighttime,
Let's
but
go.
you can see the sky.
It's go time.
It's
Let's
go
go.
time.
I'm running out.
As the door opens and you guys begin to leave, suddenly the golems themselves come to life, and you see them sort of their heads turn to look at you, and they begin to march in unison toward the stasis cage, which suddenly the power goes out. They grab a hold of this massive creature that was in there, and they begin to carry it toward the door as all of you exit.
Oh my.
All right, I got my hand blaster on.
I do not have a blaster. I'm going invisible.
Where? Of course, it's not going to have it here for me. Son of a gun.
You forget the load your computer.
No. Well, that I know is not going to be, but I didn't have a. I didn't have a map.
Oh yeah.
The old map.
Your map's frozen.
Is it? Oh, yeah. That's sorry. That was my fault. It should fix it now. If it's one thing I've noticed, if I don't have the stream map showing, like if I open up another screen, I cover it. Oh, damn it! It's not what I wanted. How about we stop that right now? We're gonna stop that right now. This one was supposed to circle. Anyway, if I open up my PDF and it's covering that's on that screen, then because I lost focus, then nothing moves on the stream screen. I got to remember to always keep that screen clear. No, I'm just gonna have to use this map instead of. I thought I had an outdoor map. I had one that was on the other game, right? So that's the one thing is I had to transfer all the creatures over here, which I didn't get them all apparently. And so now I'm going to have to see if I can do this one. Yes. All right, so I'm going to do this first. All right. I just have to it has the bullet in here. I just have to get the picture. So let me
I used one of those on some players in the past.
Yep. Okay. Give me just a sec.
And they have 3 nat 20s to use.
Yep.
Might need them.
And I
really feel relieved to be out of this place.
Whiner.
Oh, well, you blew up my toy.
Oops.
I had some other toys to take with me. And he better pay me a bunch of gold. Although we found a pretty good amount.
Yeah. So. Yeah, not too bad.
Might level up.
All right. Even though I'm putting this on this same map, this is actually outside. So.
Okay. Pretend we're outside.
Yep. All right.
That's a pretty good picture.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Again, I apologize for being slightly behind the times, but you know. All right. So.
Preparation.
All right.
Well, Paladin, it's all yours.
All right, so I just want to make sure that it's got everything on here like it's supposed to.
I'll be messed at me.
All right. So, let me get us set up here. Everybody. Yep, got everybody already. And Deglin, actions. As you guys all scramble outside, it's about a 3 or 4 foot drop. So y'all jump down and you're into this little valley just outside where you guys first arrived, and you found the remains of the other heroes that were in here. This is where you found the remains, and now you guys are back outside this giant door, and you watch as the two golems grab this massive bulette, dragging it as it's suddenly becoming awake, and they throw it outside. And as they throw it outside, the doors once again begin to come closed. And again, we're just assuming that we're all outside. So I'm going to just make sure that we're all in an outside sort of a area here. But I don't have an outdoor map because I forgot to transfer it over, and then I deleted the old game. So that being said, we are going to go with our actions and Deglin.
I am going to cast a spell.
Okay. Ronnie Noblight.
Blaster pistol, and Bear will hide behind me.
All right. Varys.
Invisible and backstab.
All right. Zadkiel.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Baron is going to spell it, and Sultala is going to sort it. All right. Get this cleaned up. And here we go. All right. So Baron targets the bulette, and he casts Missiles of Magic. 14 hit points of damage as he slams into the bulette. All right. Oops. Damn. That was a oops on my part. I meant to untarget him, and I took him out of combat. That's okay. Let's see. Deglin, you're up next with
My spell. All right, I am using the Ring of Shooting Stars and having Ball Lightning.
Nice.
I'm not sure how to cast it, but is it an automatic hit? It's an automatic hit, right?
Ball Lightning is? What level spell is it?
It's actually from the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Yeah, no, but there's actually, I thought there was a...
Oh, it might be a mage spell.
I think if you click on the ring, it should bring up an option, shouldn't it? And it would have the description.
Let me find it.
Yeah, you can see. Once per night, you can do ball lightning. So the ball lightning function releases 1d4 balls of lightning at the wearer's option. These glowing balls resemble dancing lights, and the ring wearer controls them as you would control dancing lights. These spheres have a 120-foot range and a 4-round duration. They can be moved at 120 feet per round. Each sphere is about 3 feet in diameter. Any creature touches it or approaches within 5 feet dissipates its charge. A successful save versus spells half damage. So if you do all 4, each ball has 2d4. If you do 1, it has 4d12. But as soon as it hits, it automatically dissipates that charge.
Okay, so that's I'm gonna hit it with 1, but it's
Okay.
an automatic hit.
It is not, well, it's an automatic hit, but it has to make a saving throw versus spells for half damage. So go ahead and just roll the 4d12, and I'll do the cast, or I'll do the rolling of its half damage, and I'll manually take off its hit points. All right.
Damn, those are 4 rolls. What is up with that?
I like it. It failed its saving throw, though, so you took 15 hit points of damage. All right. Okay. Varys, you're up.
I turn invisible.
Okay, I forgot.
And you.
Okay, go ahead and move to where you want it to. Sultal. Moves up, and he moved more than 10 feet, so he cannot attack yet. Ronnie No Blight.
Can Sultal not charge him?
What's that?
Can Sultal not charge him?
No, well, I take it back. He's a fighter class, isn't he?
Yep.
I forgot. He's a fighter. Yes, he can. That's right. I'll let Ronnie go. That's fine. Is the blaster.
I'm going to use my natural 20.
Okie doke. Go ahead and roll your damage for your nat 20. So your blaster pistol. 18. And it has to. I think, though, the saving throw versus petrification is only if you have armor. Let me double check just to make sure. I always forget some of these things. The weapons. There's the weapons. Blaster pistol. All right.
Should I roll damage a second time just to see it for double?
No, because it's max damage. So it'd be another 30. When unfolded, blue. Yep. Oh, that's the rifle. Damn it! I need to look at the pistol.
It looks like if the armor is hit by a blaster, saving throw is adjusted by -3.
Yep. Okay. So what is? Yeah, unarmored, half damage. If he saves, armored, no damage. Okay, so he gets the saving throw to see if he can take half damage. So you did a total of 48. He gets the saving throw versus petrification in order to take half damage. So either 48 or 24, depending upon if he saves versus petrification. He fails, so he takes a total of 48 hit points of damage from that critical hit. All right. That's Ronnie Zadkill. Actually, hang on. Sorry. I got to get Sotal. Sotal does get his attack. I forgot he was a fighter, so he does get the charge. He is going to swing with his sword. Misses. Hang on a second. Why did he? Oh, that's why. Okay. Second attack. What is this thing's armor called? Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. And then he gets his dagger. And all 3 attacks miss. All right. Now, we can say Zadkill.
Quick question, DM. Did
Yep.
you let us save those nat 20s from last session?
No.
Oh, you told us last.
Yeah, I decided I'm just clearing it all out, so I don't have to worry about anything. So
Okay,
we're all right. Right, he doesn't. All right, Zadkill, you're up. Swing and a miss.
No, I use my crit.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll your D12 damage and then add 12 to it. Oh, total 17 and 12. 29 hit points of damage. As Zadkiel goes up and takes the creature out of its misery as you guys manage to quickly and easily take this thing out, leaving you now outside and free from
the
the
camp. Yes. We need to report so we can get paid and get our mounts.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
And have a feast.
All right. As you guys find yourselves outside once again. All right. Outside, as you guys come out, you can see as you come up out of the little ditch area where you guys have slain this creature, coming towards you with torches held high, swords in hand. You see the young squires that you guys left behind, and they're like, my lords, you have returned. We thought for sure that you would have been slain or taken prisoner or some evil wickedness had befallen you. We were just getting ready to depart in the morning. We were sure that we would never see you again. Forsooth,
you're squires and we are paladins.
Forsooth, the gods have smiled upon you this day. Come, we have a feast ready for you should you desire to eat.
Oh, yes. And your Lord owes us lots of coin.
GM, I would like to talk to Burley.
Okay.
And I just, he has spent a lot of time with us.
Right.
And I want to give him the option to go be a free bear since we're up in bear territory and let him go if he wants to be a free bear.
Can I recruit him as a henchman?
As he's kind of rubbing up against you. As he's sort of looking around.
Make sure he doesn't hump your leg.
Take 2d12 damage.
As he's... And he has no intention of going anywhere. You are a fast friend and someone who obviously needs looking after in this world because you always seem to find yourself in trouble, or your friends seem to drag you into trouble where you're going to need protecting.
That's what they all say.
Perhaps
wait until the girl bear comes by.
So until that day comes, until he finds a reason to settle down or go somewhere, he would prefer to stay with you. But if you want him to go, he supposes he can.
Oh, I'll let him stay with me. I'll give him a big old bear hug, DM.
All right. So, as you guys come out, you find that it is, you guys are told by the squires that they were keeping track, and you guys are in there for a couple of days. It is the 10th day of Sunzeb in the common year of 586. It is rather chilly, to say the least, up in the mountains during winter time here in the Barrier Peaks. As you are eating your meal, a light snow begins to fall. A breeze is sort of coming down out of the mountains, and you guys hunker around the fire, sort of reminiscing on what has recently transpired and what this place actually is, and what you're going to tell Duke Owen when you finally get to meet him face to face to explain what this place is and what is inside. But tonight we feast. and feast you all do. After a while, you find yourselves going to bed, getting a rest. So go ahead and give yourselves a long rest as you awake in the morning to a sunny day. Well, not sunny, but partly sunny day. There's still a little bit of snowfall coming from the upper reaches of the barriers, but down here where you're at, it's a little bit warmer in the morning, and you only get slight flurries here and there.
Have breakfast and mount up.
Yep. I am going to go ahead and give myself a long rest. And all of my spells are recovered. Let me give Sotal a long rest. And he is going to get all of his hit points back. Yep, he gets his 2 hit points back. So he has his 50. Anybody else down on hit points? You guys want to do any healing or anything before we go?
Yeah, I was gonna heal myself.
Okay, go ahead and do that before you take your long rest. Or take it and give your... I was gonna. Oh, you can't cast it on yourself?
Somebody.
Ronnie's only down 5.
Let me do this.
Can I put my hands on 2 people and share the wealth?
No, you're only allowed to do like 1.
Okay. We got the most hit points down. I can do. Let's see.
That makes Ronnie only down 1 hit point going into the rest.
Okay, so go ahead and I'll go ahead and put you back to your max then, since you're going to get 1 for your rest.
I can do 16 hit points. Whoever wants it. Who wants it?
I only need
the bear is down some.
Okay, I touched the burly bear and I whispered
he's
his
only
ear.
down 3 from the looks of it. I thought he got hit for more than that. Maybe
I'm not sure, but Burly Bear is now back to his max.
Okay. I can heal beasts too, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just down 4. How do you do that when we can't see the token?
Well, that's I dropped your token on the map, so you should
now
be
I
able
see
to.
it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hit myself.
Any day now.
It won't let me target my.
What? All right, just go ahead and roll or cast the spell, and then we'll just manually add it. It's no big deal.
Oh, I don't have a. Come on!
It won't let you cast. Just do the heal portion. You don't even have to click cast. Just do the heal part. We can manually add. There you go.
I was only down 4.
Yep. Now you're at 65. All right. Are you good now? You happy? You okay?
No.
All right. Go ahead and everybody give yourself a long rest if you did not already. Reset your spells. Reset your hit points and whatnot.
Ronnie's
right.
going to try and get a ration off of Daglin for him and Burley.
Okay.
I can give him some.
All right. So the following morning, as I said, it's still cool out, cold if you want to call it that. Hey, Doc, I didn't even realize you're out there, man. Appreciate that. I guess I must have missed what everything was. Oh, against the Giants? Nice. I'm going to have to come watch that with you guys in Wiley Hoppet there, Doc. So, all right. Anyway, so you guys awaken the following morning to a chilly day in Sun Zeb Common Year 586. Sitting up in the barrier peaks doesn't help because these peaks are called barriers for a reason. They are very sharp, high peaks, but not quite as bad as the Crystal Mist Mountains, which lay behind and to the north of them. You guys begin to slowly work your way down out of the mountains, headed for the capital city, if I can find it on here. Where did we? Oh yeah, was it? I didn't want Gorna. Trying to think where I was gonna put it. Now I'm completely lost on my map. My eyes are watering like crazy. Usually I did it. I think it was out of Gorna. Yep. So I'm just going to do it out of Gorna. So you guys are moving yourselves out of the mountains as the squires now become your guides, and you head south and east out of the barriers in order to reach the city of Gorna, where Duke Owen has his seat of power, and that is where he launched this investigation, sending some of his best soldiers to figure out what was going on up there in the mountains. It's about a 170-mile trek. So 170 miles by, let's say, 24 miles a day. So, oops, I don't want that. Let's do 170 divided by 24. It's roughly a week's travel for you guys to... Why does it fucking do this? This is really... there's just some things that I get really annoyed with. And it's like, why does it change when this is what I set it on and I tell it to cycle it? I want it to cycle, but it doesn't cycle. But you guys find yourselves on horseback once again in the world of the real world that you have been missing for so long. You were gone for such a long time as you were traipsing through Averone and the mysterious Castle Amber. Finding yourselves out of there, you were immediately thrust into this alien landscape of this long lost vessel that you found was dropped from the sky centuries ago into the depths of the barrier peaks. But now you are heroes amongst the people as you come down out of the hills. Every little town and hamlet that you guys stop in, people are find what's going on as the squires are becoming your heralds as much as they are the soldiers, letting everybody know what ancient terrible beasts that you faced, creatures made of plant that came to life and to devour men's souls. The stories grow larger and larger as you go. But a week later, you find yourselves in the city of Gorna, which is the primary capital city of the Grand Duchy of Geoff. Some say Jeff. I always used to say Geoff, so that's what I'm sticking to it. You guys find yourself in the city. The guards stop you but are immediately pushed aside by your heralds or the squires as they explain that you are on a mission for Duke Owen himself. And of course, they recognize these squires as having been the ones that left a while ago with the other knights or whoever. And so, slightly confused, they allow you guys to pass. But as I said, it has been. Why is. Oh, there we are. It has been a week. So let me count the days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we set the day. You guys are brought to the Duke's castle, and therein you are brought to a waiting chamber where the the Duke eventually comes to meet you guys. Um, as he arrives, he comes with a couple of soldiers, not just regular bodyguards, but obviously men of import. You can see that they wear the Duke's colors, the colors of the Grand Duchy, which is sort of a black and white griffin or a griffin that's embossed on a black and white background. As they kind of step through, he gives you the eye as if he's a little bit confused as to what's going on. And the squires that led you here sort of explain to him what happens. And as he takes a seat, the Duke himself is middle-aged, probably mid-50s, mid to late 50s, rather burly guy, typical well-to-do individual, as he's a little hefty around the middle. As he sort of takes a seat, his soldiers and what you can only assume to be his court mage or his advisor standing behind him slightly to the right. He bids you to seat. Gentlemen, I am told that you have completed the mission for which I assigned others to do. For that I am offering you my thanks. But why, pray tell, would you take up such a mission where you're not originally contracted to do so? Looking around the table, expecting somebody to answer him.
That's just the way we go, your sire. I'm a paladin, and I fight for justice for people of good nature. And my merry men of party here accompany myself, and I accompany them on their good godly missions.
We slew many evil things to protect your kingdom and others. Certainly.
Well, I can tell you that your arrival and your taking up of this... I can tell you that your timely arrival and taking up the mantle of this mission is not gone unseen, and for that I owe you my much thanks. As promised, for those who undertook my original commission, first of all, any and all treasures that you have found, you are allowed to keep with no taxes, to be assessed on such goods. And I hope it was fruitful in whatever it was that you found. And 2, each of you shall be granted a small land tract within my duchy, a 5 acres of well-toiled, well-tilled, well-fertile soil at a place of your choosing. In addition, each of you shall be granted 5,000 gold sovereigns, and my eternal thanks. And so they bring you the writs of land ownership, as well as the writs of the 5,000 gold sovereigns that have been deposited in a bank within the city of Gorna for you to withdraw or to use or whatever it is that you want to do with that coin. But the paper writs offer the seal of the Duke upon them.
So I assume, Your Highness, is that these are tax-free?
Initially, yes, but obviously, if you are to be a landowner within the kingdom, then taxes are expected to be paid to the crown, yes. So when you establish your homes or your farms or your ranches or whatever it is you wish to establish as landowners, all good folks are expected to pay taxes at the end of every year. However, this writ of coinage that we have granted you of 5,000 gold sovereigns is, of course, free of any taxation, as is the initial land grant itself. The hope is that you would establish yourselves within our region, becoming citizens of Jeff and serving the kingdom as you have already served, should you be called upon again. Now, that is completely up to you. You are complete strangers to me. I have no knowledge of your background or of your travels or your desires to travel, or even if you wish to accept, if you wish to dispose of your lands. I'm sure that there are those out there who would be willing to pay to purchase your land from you, but that is, to each of you, is your own decision. I cannot make that decision for you. I can only tell you that I would hope that whatever information that you bring to us will allow us to eradicate, if you have not already done so, these fell beasts that now run amok in the peaks to the west of my land. And once again, I can only say that the people and myself of this great land of Joff owe you a great debt of gratitude.
So did we ever explain to him how the key cards work, and we're going to?
You have not done anything but sit down and eat right now, or providing drinks and stuff.
I think we should explain it all and maybe give him one set, but keep the gray card, since we only have one of those, and let him deal with it. And his problem, unless y'all want to take the writs and settle here.
Right.
I'm taking them, but I'm not settling yet. I may sell it or may come
Right.
back, whatever.
Right.
I want to go to Grey Hunt, Sydney.
Okay. So as you guys are discussing this, the king's advisor kind of pops in and asks certain questions. He's particularly interested in these creatures that are made of plants and stuff. There is a druidic sect, not necessarily in Geoff, but to the north up in the dim forest. One of the regional grand druids is actually, drinking Coke and it caught up to me. One of the regional grand druids is actually up in the dim forest region to the north. So I am sure that these abominations of plants and whatnot would definitely be of interest to the druidic sect. But he's also interested in pretty much everything that you guys have to say. And as you mentioned about not necessarily settling down now, going to Greyhawk, and the king says, "My friends, if to travel to Greyhawk is what you desire, then it is the least that we can do to provide your transportation to there. My mages have the ability to transport across great distances from here to the free city. So should you desire to go, I am sure arrangements can be made to have you sent wherever it is you wish to go next. I would hope, though, that you would remain here, Jeff, as you have proven yourselves to be capable warriors and men of high nature and good faith. and we can always use those here. For we sit on the border of lands to the west that are not quite so hospitable to the normal humans that live here. And so if you should ever desire to come back or have ever need of work, there is no shortage of abundance of work that must be done here within my kingdom. So you shall always be welcome back if you do not stay here permanently. So, what are we actually going to wish to do?
Well, I think we're still going to end up heading to Greyhawk, but that doesn't mean we can't keep a steadfast here.
That's true.
I propose we stay a bit to those who want to establish something.
I was going to ask if there's any mines in the area.
Yes, there's lots of mines in the mountain areas. Yep. And in fact, if you go over to Deepholm, which is straight west into the mountains, Deepholm is a large dwarven mining community.
But it's under his dukedom.
Well, the dwarves run their own thing, right? But they do mine and they do lots of trade and stuff with the Duke. Yes, it's actually right here on the map.
That 5-acre ranch is really not my thing. I was going to trade that in for like a stake on a mine or something.
Oh, I see. Well, as he said, if you guys wish to barter, sell, trade your land tracts, that would be acceptable as well. They do have the mine consortium that sort of runs a lot of the mines that are not dwarven owned. They're owned by the dukedom, and so yeah, absolutely, they probably do something like a stake.
And then I could set up like a small temple, Jaskara there.
Right. Okay. We can definitely get that going.
Yeah, DM Ronnie wouldn't mind 5 acres in either the Hornwood or the Oitwood. It looks like there is a Horwood circle inside the Hornwood, so I don't know that he would probably prefer the Oitwood since it doesn't look like there's one over there, maybe.
Yeah, so I can get you details on the Oitwood and the Hornwood so you can decide which your choice would be. I don't have the details on what's there and what's not, but yeah, absolutely. If that's what you wish to do. Yep. 5 acres is all yours.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yep. So go ahead then, Deglin, and trade your for anybody that's making notes of on their own stuff. Everybody has the 5,000 gold, and everybody has the 5 acres. But Deglin, you just trade yours in and just say a stake in the Dutch or the Duchy of Geoff Mine Consortium. This is really annoying the shit out of me. I'm just going to turn off all music because I keep telling it to stop, and next thing I know, something else comes up. Anyway, just go ahead and just give yourself a stake in the Grand Duchy of Geoff's Mine Consortium. And then every month we will roll, well, actually every quarter. So every 3 months, we'll just have to make a note of it. Every 3 months, we're going to roll to see how much you might have earned or lost from that stake.
Okay.
So, all right. So you guys are in town for a couple of days. Before you decide that you want to, I assume, head to the free city of Greyhawk.
Yeah, I'd like to refresh supplies and everything.
Okay. So go ahead and we can figure this off during our downtime for this week. We just figured out how much it's going to cost you guys, right? And offline, we can determine any values or any selling of items that you guys want to sell, and get the coin and split that up.
Yeah,
Um,
because we got a
Caitlin, you want to go through the treasure and sort it
Yeah.
then?
I can do that, and then I can also. We also have a bunch of stuff that has not been identified. We need a
Yeah.
mage.
Yep. The court mages will identify stuff, but it's 1,000 gold pieces per item that you want identified.
Right. That's why I was hoping our mage would learn the spell identify.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
I don't remember if he did or not.
not that I know
Well,
of.
we'll ask the mages to sell us a scroll of identify so our mage can have it and he can learn it.
Right. It is.
Or at least I'll go shopping for one.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, that'll be 5,001 gold. What? I only have 5,000. Sorry, no can do.
Wow. So, that being said, are we 100% sure that we want to go to the free city of Greyhawk?
Where we're
Well,
gonna-
I think Zacchio would want to stay to settle and get talk to somebody about establishing a small, not a keep, obviously, because I don't have enough money for that, but like a small safe house as a meeting place for maybe hire a family, two families to live there and tend to the land and build a house
Right.
and farm it while he's gone until he can hopefully make revenue to pay taxes and establish a stronghold in the name of Tyre. Or I mean, yeah. Wait, who am I worshiping?
I don't know. You
Sorry,
tell
between
me.
this game and Friday's game and then Baldur's Gate 3, I'm like, what?
You're actually worshiping
St. Cuthbert. Yeah.
St. Cuthbert.
Yeah. So that's what he's going to try and do because he's going to try starting to collect henchmen, and so his horse has a place to stay and all the other kind of stuff. That's what I think he would want to do with his money, and then the rest of his money, he's probably going to donate it to the church for, that's what he does.
Right.
Or in this case, to a good cause, getting enough people who want to work for him, like the less fortunate.
Okay.
I'm gonna hire a
Like young, like 19-year-old blonde, less fortunate
Yeah.
female. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop. Gonna get us kicked off Twitch.
I'm gonna hire a bunch of dwarves of mine.
So we're gonna split up the party then. So Zadkill's hanging around. Everybody else is going to Greyhawk. What's the deal?
No, I'm gonna go with them. I'm just if they're willing to stay while I take care of I don't know how long that would take.
Probably at least a couple weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not staying a couple weeks here.
I can play the magic user.
They won't like me stealing from the citizens. I don't want to be arrested and chased down or whatever.
All right. So I just need to know is if Zadkill's going to hang out for a couple weeks, that's fine. If you want to hang here while the rest of the party goes to Greyhawk, you can always come later. And if anything happens while the party's in Greyhawk, you can always play Satal, play his character until Zadkill shows up.
Yeah, but that's okay with everybody.
Well, we can get teleported, right? The king will teleport.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
So we could be there almost immediately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is Zadkill? It's going to take him a couple of weeks to set up.
Yeah.
right? But if you guys are going right to Greyhawk, he's going to be behind. So if anything happens while you guys are in Greyhawk, Zadkiel's not going to know, and he's not going to be there. He'll end up having. I don't want Monkey to not have a character to play. So.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, if he gives us all this stuff, I mean, do you want us to do that, or do you want us to go? Because I'll go with the party.
I am not going to say what you guys do. This is your adventure. This is your character. If you feel Zadkiel would be more inclined to stay to try to get something established, a small little safe house or a small little shrine to Cuthbert to start kind of building yourself up in this area, have a house start to get built, you know what I mean? Or because that's what it starts with, right? You got some land, you build a large mansion on it or a large home on there. You hire some people to work the land. You start paying the taxes. That helps pay your people. You hire some people to work for you as like soldiers or whatever to kind of clear out the region to make sure there's no critters and creatures. And that's sort of your area of responsibility. And then eventually it grows into a large farm. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just kind of how it goes.
Well, he's level 8, and he's eventually gonna want to attract henchmen and all that for.
All right.
You know, but I mean, are we gonna be able to come back? I'm not doing it right now, but I mean that's what he would like to do. He would like to plan because are we gonna lose the land if we don't?
No,
go.
No, you will not lose the land if you don't take it now. Yes.
I have a question for you. You want to build a castle, and I'll build the Thieves Guild, and we can get get money and make money and give money to the Duke. It can be a full circle.
All right. So we're gonna table this discussion
Okay.
until next week, so you guys can kind of decide and we can get figured out, exactly what we're going to be doing, and how it's going to work. Because I want Ronnie to be part of that conversation, and he had to bail out. So rather than teleport you guys to Greyhawk right now, we're going to hold this until next week. Actually, it won't be next week. It'll be the week after because I will not be here next week. I am going to be in Houston next Monday, so I will not be able to stream next Monday. Going to watch Pittsburgh play. My son and I's annual pick a game to go watch Pittsburgh play at. And that's what we do. So Houston is our next one. So we are streaming this Friday. So hopefully those of you who can make it this Friday to our 5th edition game. If you've been following that game, you know we are involved with the Lost Caverns of Jotch-Camp. They have just kind of gone down in there. They have just managed to take out a clay golem, which has kind of bummed me out. They got definitely some good spells that aid them in overcoming creatures that are higher than their level. So, but anyway, it's been fun so far. It's been interesting. I encourage you to come check us out this Friday. As I said, players, I will not be here next Monday, so you guys get another reprieve for my shitty ass game planning. Kills me.
You're not rolling over my other D20s.
No, I will. I'll roll them over because you guys had them and we really didn't. We only used them a little bit tonight, so I will ensure that we carry those over because Deglin was crying like a little girl today about I didn't carry over the other ones from last game.
Well, I mean,
So,
I had some last time
yeah.
too. I didn't complain.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. It's all good. But yeah, so I am carrying them over just because, like I said, we had a little bit of combat, but not a whole lot. And you guys actually used them to good effect to get out of the game. Or to get out of the dungeon, so that was good. And so you guys can expect some decent experience come. But I am going to need to know all the totals of all the treasure because all the experience you guys have gotten thus far has only been for creatures and stuff like that. I haven't given any experience for treasure or anything like that. So I need to know what that is, including the 5,000 gold that you guys got as rewards.
No, that would be per person, right?
Per person, correct. Per person.
So it would be
30,000. Yep. Yep. So,
the NPC.
yeah. Yeah, I know. And speaking of, for those who are out there in the game, or in the interwebs, if you guys are interested, Sultal is still unaccompanied. He is not. Oh, great ad break. There's an ad going on. I have to break. After ad, I'll finish talking. So, oops. I don't know if you guys can hear us talking or whatever, but I'm showing that an ad break is going, and it's still going for another 30 seconds. So I'm going to hang out here just for a second. At the same time, I'm going to figure out who we're going to raid tonight. I imagine it's probably going to be Darling if she is.
She's up.
Yeah, is she up streaming? All right,
Yep.
so let me go see if my. Nope, of course not. My Stream Deck is not connected to Twitch or whatever it's supposed to be. So what is another ad break ends in another minute? What the hell? Originally it said like 30 seconds. Now it's going for another freaking minute. Bastards. Stupid ass Twitch, but we're gonna raid Darling, so I'll have to do it manually, I guess. All right. 36 seconds and counting. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Yep. Talk to you all later.
All right, dude. We'll see you next week.
Right. You mean in 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. You know what I mean. You know what I
care.
mean. All right, man. We'll see.
That kill trying to break up the party, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing the same thing. I wanted to stick around and make a little temple.
Well, at least get it started, not necessarily because I got a horse and it's just been kind of not doing nothing.
Yep.
And I wanted to at least get trained or get a squire or something.
Hey, we're back. Hey, Gomerin, man. What's up, brother? You're getting with us just as we're ending. I do apologize for all the hiccups again tonight. Man, there was just a couple of them that were really, really, really frustrating me, but is what it is. That's just how it rolls. I am far from a great DM, but little things like that bother me. Like, oh, I dropped the wrong creature in the wrong spot because I looked at the map wrong and wasn't paying attention. Oh, great, that monster's not part of the drag and drop. I have to build it by hand. Fortunately, the bulette was part of the drag and drop. Appreciate it, Gomerin.
It's all good. It's all good.
But I will say that you guys, not even a fifth of this module did you guys get through. Not even a fifth of it.
Well,
Mostly,
I just looked it up just now.
Mostly the first. Yeah, there's 6 levels. There's 6 levels total. And I was really, really debating on the Intellect Devourer, just because I don't really do psionics in my game, and they're really a psionics, and there's like 6 of y'all and 1 of it. But I figured I would just see if I could mind blast the magic user just to see what would happen. But when he passed his save, that was sort of the test that I gave. I was going to say, if the magic user fails and he succumbs to the psionic blast by the Intellect Devourer, then the Intellect Devourer will think, oh, these are pretty weak creatures. I can take them out. But when the magic user survived, he was like, yeah, screw this. I'm out of here. And he went ethereal and hauled ass away. But yeah, there was a lot of things that you guys never got to, but it's probably a good thing, especially the forest, the jungle, if you will. there was some wicked shit there, man. There really was. It was
I'm
good.
just looking at the PDF right now, and I'm not looking at details. I'm just flipping through it. It's got 130 something pages.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot. There's
That's a whole year to play it.
well, no, and that's you got to remember too, though. A lot of those pages are pictures, right? So it's the last half of the PDF is all photos. So that's what a lot of it was. But well,
It was
one of
interesting.
a couple of the things that I didn't like. It's like I wish that it gave stat blocks for all the creatures. You know what I mean? But it was written like um, the old school adventures, right? So they just give you minimum detail, let you flesh it all out. So I think it'll be interesting if my 5th edition group ever gets over there, because I have the 5th edition version too. So with all the conversions and all that stuff,
we're gonna die.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't ever check for traps.
And
we don't have a rogue, I don't think.
Yeah, you do.
We do?
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't think so.
I thought we did. Doesn't matter. But I'm gonna get out of here a little bit early too. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. All of you who stuck through the whole game. Next week, or not, as I said, next week I am not here, but the week after, the party will be headed to Greyhawk. And I have a really classic Greyhawk adventure ready to go. So hopefully you guys will be there or be square. The only thing I don't have is this particular one doesn't have a lot of great maps. So I may have to use some of the original maps and just do the best that I can with them and do a lot of theater of the mind and just have like a couple maps available where you guys are able to like for the main encounters, like combat encounters and stuff like that, where I could show a map and you guys could see on the map kind of where you are and stuff, but when we actually get into combat and stuff like that, then I would bring up a combat map that would display the area where you guys are doing combat. Because there's not like a lot of the like this adventure, somebody did the high res, battle maps, and so that's why I was able to use these. And a lot when you guys went through the Castle Amber, same thing. Somebody had the high res battle map, so I was able to use those. But a lot of the adventures I have don't have those high res battle maps, so I got to do the best that I can. And I think this one doesn't have it. So, but it's
tell me, man. I could probably make you one.
Yeah, I know. But if I need them, then I can. Most times, if I need a battle map for like, oh, we're gonna be in the city and we're gonna have a combat in like at the crossroads of a couple roads, I can find a city battle map, right? An old city battle map, and say, okay, this is what it looks like, and this is how they're attacking, and this, you know what I mean? Stuff like that is fine. But I like having the high-res map so that you guys can like move your tokens down the map and stuff like that. But there may be cases where I can't do that for some of the adventures. But anyway, we're going to bounce over to Darling Creep Show. Hopefully you guys will go over there with us. Is she painting tonight as usual? We're going to go over there. Guys, make sure that you show her some love. If you're new with us and you haven't followed her, please do so. If you're old school, obviously you probably already do follow her because she's like a staple in our community. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully we will see you this coming Friday for our 5th edition game. If not, we will see you in 2 weeks for our next Monday night game. Until then, just remember, in a world you can be anything that you want. All we ask is that you be kind. See you guys next time.
Yeah.
And of course it's not sending. There we go. What? Invalid username. What? Let's try it again. Seriously? Let's try it again. Yep, that's why. It's because I had the @ symbol for Darling Creek Show. And it didn't like it with the @ symbol. So, all right, we're going to bounce over there, man. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And it didn't send me.
Yeah, I'm there.